Hello, hello, hello. Chat. How are we tonight? Fine night. Hmm. We are back with an Extremis episode 55. 55. Um, Again, I was reviewing some stuff this past week. Just we've already done so much stuff. I forgot all about this whole journey piece over here, over there. Um, make sure I grab that right. Yes, yes, yes. How y'all doing tonight, players?
I'm anxious, a little anxious, but
Nice.
I'm good.
Good, good. I mean, what?
Mhm. Thank you so much, Hein, for the sub. 5 months? 5 months.
Yeah, what's up?
Yay.
Yes, awesome. Super appreciated. Hype. Oh my goodness. Let's see. I'm drawing a complete blank, even though I just watched it a little bit ago of where we ended. Um, the stream. Let's see. We had everyone at the bar, and then I think we went the next morning, and didn't who showed up? Was it Titania? I can't recall. Let me go take a quick peek because
You showed up at the end? Or when?
yeah, at the very end. What do we end on?
I think Titania showed up, I believe.
Yeah, right. She was, oh, everyone was hung over and she made her way up on the ship. Like, hello, hello. Like the last thing anyone wanted to
Yeah.
hear in the morning, calling for everyone kind of knock, knock, knock down at the end of the hallway, that upper hallway that has all the, the first level below deck. Um,
Yeah, you said the first two rooms were woken up.
yes, yes. Excellent. Let me get our Discord open again so I can have that ship's image on the ready as well. Those first two rooms were. Let's see. Oh my gosh, so much info in here. Here we go. It was oh, it was Sinister, right? Is it that side? Because the other side was, oh no, maybe it was Zia and Liazana.
I'm on 4, ain't I?
Yeah, you're in
Or
room
14.
13. Yeah,
Okay.
13. So you're on that side. Yeah, I think it was the other side here that she went down,
Yeah.
the other stairs. So it was Zia and maybe Ashavar would have heard and Liazana. Breathe, you can make a percept. Just kidding. Psych.
Breelith went to get some snacks out of the
Okay.
galley.
Yeah, she's too. Yeah, she's way down in the galley. She wouldn't hear this.
Lame. I'm just kidding.
Nice. Right, and so she calls forth. So if you want to wake up, feel free to wake up. If you think your characters would sleep through it, have them sleep.
How long were we asleep at this point? I forgot.
I mean, we'll say for story purposes, you got your full night's rest, but it's still like early enough, maybe 8:30 in the morning.
Sinister would be trancing and having Rhodey brush his hair while he sits in his chair. Actually, no, he's got a bed in his room.
Oh, right, right.
That's probably the only thing in his room is the bed.
That's right. It's so good.
Grundy is perfectly fine because Grundy barely drank.
Oh, right.
He had that. Grundy had that one drink.
Excellent. All right, and
Yeah.
Lisa.
Yeah, she'd probably get up because she's just trancing. So
Gotcha. Okay, excellent. Continue wait. She's not being super annoying. Just it sounds that way to anyone that has a hangover. Otherwise, she's waiting on the steps, pulls up a seat on the stairs, and we'll just wait and see if anyone arrives or comes out of their room. Anyone want to leave their room?
Yep.
Okay.
And you said early morning. I don't know if Sinister would be accustomed to being up, but then again, I mean, it depends. How was he the night before.
I think I tried not to interject him too much. But he what did he actually I don't know if Sinister was there because everyone was sharing stories and they were talking about some of the I remember when Sinister, rocked out, did the kick the door open, had the band,
Oh,
different things like that. So
oh, okay.
um
So
yeah, Sinister's
he
probably
might have
good.
been elsewhere that evening. Was he
Mm.
in the room?
I don't think he was there at the bar, but if you would prefer him there, we can say they were just sharing those tales as you were there.
Well, the last thing I remember was him getting a page from the Justacars. So I think maybe that would have been a time for him to not be
um,
present.
okay, gotcha. Yes. Oh my
He
gosh.
might have
It's
been in the
sorry.
vicinity, but not present. But
Mm,
he might have came back to them and would have got a couple drinks, but nothing too serious on home.
gotcha. Okay.
So he might be up. I mean, how about he's awake,
Mm-hmm.
but he hasn't left his room. And he hears Titania, and he's probably like, all right, good.
Gotcha. Nice. Okay. All right. Yes, for anyone that does choose to come out again, that would be oh, all right, Breela's back. Breela, can you please make a perception check?
I'm
Just to
so
see.
sorry.
Okay. I hear you. Snack time, gotta.
You said perception?
Please, yeah, just to see if you've
That's
heard. Mhm.
okay. That's is this the right character? Okay, I didn't remember her perception being that high. 9 total. Because I
Oh
only rolled a
no!
5. I only rolled a 5.
Ooh, it
So
was a roller coaster. Okay, yeah, no, you're asleep. You're
yeah.
out. Um, yeah, go ahead. So Liazana, Grundy, and I'm so sorry, Sinister. Where did we land? You were.
I'm awake. I'm
Mhm.
awake. So I might hear her. I might
Um,
not.
I'll say since you're right there. Oh, right, you're down the other side. I forgot. Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
on the
yeah.
other side.
Right,
Yes.
right,
And
right.
I'm across the hall from Sinister, so I wouldn't have
Oh
probably would not have
yeah,
heard it.
right. Mm-hmm. Okay, so Liazana, you head on out.
Mhm.
Okay. You see sitting on the steps both Titania and Agrakis, who's sitting a few steps up from her, moldering and tired. There is like a soft smolder that comes off of his clothes, like the robe and stuff. So long jacket, I think jacket. He's got that deadpan cowboy.
And he's a tiefling, right? He's a
Mm-hmm.
black tiefling, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Mm-hmm. I now so I watched oh my gosh, what's it called? It's on Netflix. It has Idris Elba and it has this amazing effing cast and it's like an old western.
Oh, the harder they fall.
Yes, and it was so good. So, but I'm
Is it?
picturing him as like the Idris Elba type, just sort of that cold, like you
Does
know.
he have a duster? Does he have a
Yeah,
duster
that's his
jacket?
leather duster.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
yeah, that
right.
has that
Yeah. All right.
smolder come off of it a bit. Yeah, sorry. That's such a good movie. I just watched it like yesterday. Liazana, what you got? Oh,
I mean, yeah, she'd go up and see who it is, and probably upon seeing that it's Titania, she'd be like, "Oh, what's going on?"
afternoon. Forgive the morning intrusion. I didn't realize everyone would be at rest. But it's a little bit important. You have a moment to speak where they're behind closed doors.
Absolutely, we'll go straight into the captain's quarters, and she'll lead the way.
Thank you. What do you think of as you open up the doors to enter?
When she opens up the doors, she's gonna imagine I'm kind of thinking like in those movies, like the rich wealthy people have that like sitting room in the fireplace where it's super dark, but
Oh
like
yeah.
she'll make it a little bit lighter and put
Hmm.
like couches, recliners, like make it like super comfy, and there'll be like a table in the back that's got like coffees and teas, lots of tea for Grundy.
Nice.
And then there will be like a wine cooler and like the whole 9 yards. So just something comfy.
Okay. Nice. Yeah. Well, you imagine that, it springs forth to life. Even some details that were just kind of fuzzy in your mind are there, and it's like, oh, this is exactly what I didn't even know I needed. Uh, um, yeah. Oh, this never ceases to amaze me. Uh, Arrakis just, you hear the cowboy boots kind of little spurs sound back and pulls up a seat in one of the comfortable chairs in Titania. Finds, like moves a couple or one so it's kind of quarter, so it sort of points towards yours and pulls up a seat. Leans over on the armrest. Well, thank you, Captain. I appreciate your time here.
Absolutely.
I'm very thankful that you've allowed me to travel with you. We need to find this item, that trade good that I'm looking for. And you've been so generous with your time and patience. And I'm getting a better sense of how busy you are and all that you are involved in after last week. Um, but I had last night another vision I wish to share.
Okay.
A vision of carnage and disaster. For my crew, yours. If my crew continues to tarry behind, I believe now that to be successful in finding the rare and seemingly elusive goods that I'm looking for, Brackus and I will need to go. We're requesting permission to board your ship for the time while we travel, so that we can leave our ship behind, lest terrible disaster befall us both. Traveling with you?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, I have no problem with it, but I'm gonna have to ask, make sure everybody else is cool with it.
Of course, of course. We make for good. Yes, but I must be frank with you. My mother doesn't know. Not shared this recent vision with her. She would never allow me out of her grasp, sight, network. Many people on the ship, well, certainly loyal to me, more so to her, and keep tabs on. I want success for both my mission and truthfully, may I call you Liazana?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Truthfully, Liazana, wish to just have some independence from my mother and the Order of the Dawn. I found myself rather inspired by you and your crew, and taught a certain way for a very long time, that it must be the way that it has been, that it always will be, traveling with ship. Full of comrades is lovely. Agrakis, of course, since childhood, but I don't like being spied on where I am. I don't think I do my best having to worry about that regularly. Having a crew of people around you that you trust and can be free to be yourself with, speak openly, not to hide things. Sorry.
No, I totally get it. I really do. Like I fully understand where you're coming from. And like I said, I have no problem at all. If you'd like to stick with us, I absolutely understand.
Please.
And I'm sure everybody else will be fine with it too. I just, want to make sure. So,
I'll bring funds to care for Agragas and I. It'll be just the two of us. And while I feel exemplary, and she kind of gives Agragas a look like a slanted eye, like a squinted eye kind of. Mm,
Mhm.
um, again, comes with the warning that my mother does not know. She'll know once I'm no longer on my ship. And I'll send her a message letting her know of my goal and vision, but I will leave out all information regarding you. But again, she'll know soon enough. It can be rash, quite terrible sometimes. So it comes with that warning that you might counter that path. So I understand if that changes.
Well, I don't believe I've ever met your mother, but I'm sure we can handle it.
You,
Whatever comes up.
you would remember. You'd met
I'm sure I'm sure I might.
Thank you, Eliazar. We
Of
appreciate
course.
it.
Of course. I will I mean I'm not sure who I was up at this moment, but I'll be sure to let you know like ASAP, hopefully
All right.
I would assume by midday,
Lovely.
of everybody else's answer. But I don't see I'm not foreseeing a problem.
Wonderful. Now I know the basics of sailing. Agracus and I can both handle ourselves in a fight. We're very adept at that. And if need be, I can perhaps pull some sway in places that otherwise might not recognize your authority.
Hmm.
But I'd like to keep that as a very reserved option towards the whole order that I would be representing in those. I don't wish to sully their image, collapse all that they've worked for by using premium. That makes sense.
Forgive my intrusion, and you don't have to answer this, but which order are you referring to?
The Order of the Dawn.
Oh, Order of the Dawn. Sorry.
Yes, no, it's quite all right. There are plenty of people that would never have need, let alone know our name. Quite all right.
Fair enough.
Well,
Fair enough.
we'll return.
No, I was
Oh, yes.
I was just thinking of somebody else, but it's completely different. So we're
Oh,
good.
oh, I see. Well,
I
Agracus and I will pack.
apologize.
No, it's quite all right. Clearly, you have many things going on, spinning many plates. I take no. Agracus and I will go discreetly pack our things light. She looks at Agracus like she even has to say anything. He's not really a heavy packer for things like that for trips. And we'll return as midday then. Um,
Yeah, I say you
noon.
can go and return midday, and I'll make sure to ask around and make sure with everybody.
I do hope I haven't awoken too many of our friends.
It'll be fine.
Well, thank you again. We'll make haste to take those measures. Um, perhaps perhaps we'll wait. We'll receive your answer at noon, and then we won't pack until you give word that it is time to go.
Okay.
If you can give us, say, half an hour's notice,
Mhm.
you should make do with that.
That works for me.
Very well. I'll leave you to your day. Fair Captain, thank you again. She'll stand up and offer, a handshake. Pleasant.
Liaison will stand up and offer as well.
Get you soon. I do look forward. Heartbeat is very excited about.
Well, we'd be happy to have you.
All right. And Brackus gets up with a sigh and saunters out with her. You can see they're having a soft conversation together as they head out. And leaves the ship, and that leaves you with the morning. You know what? I'll take a minute and jump over to Sinister. Um, Sinister, I'll actually, I think, do a little bit of a time rewind just so we can get you in that moment of the yesterday when you stepped out. We'll say you're reliving the moment in your mind.
Like, all right, make sure I didn't screw up. What did I say?
Nice.
What did I see? And I want to keep everything in my memory mind now because I'm such a genius.
Yes, that's amazing. Awesome. All right, let me find my, let's see. Oh, okay, here. So here's the message you got, and then we'll just jump into um well. It looks like there's someone new. Well, it's hardly an honor. There are very few of us, so hello,
Uh, New message. Who this?
Admiry. Admiry Kinnear.
Admiral Kinnear.
Indeed. And what's your
Sorry,
name, you Justicar?
I haven't heard of you, but perhaps you heard of me, right?
Not yet. What's your name?
I'm gonna go out on a limb. Sinister.
Ah, Sinister.
I played a couple venues around here. You know me. I'm kind of famous and celebrity. You know, I do all that. You know who I am.
Not yet, but I got a feeling we're gonna get along all right if you.
I always have like a bunch of adoring fans and stuff. You know, I play at the local clubs and taverns. I'm a celebrity. You know, I hobnob and stuff. You know, I can't believe you haven't heard of me. You must be kind of boring.
Oh, we'll just have to properly get together.
So what's sometime when? Like now? Like
I don't think any of the Justicars want to touch you with a 10-foot pole.
what does that even mean? I smell delightful.
Stars told us about the deal. She's
So I'm kind of a big deal if she's midgeting me. I told you.
you're a big deal, all right, if you made it into the Justicars.
Oh, of course I would be.
You'll
I mean, a goddess actually came down and talked to me. Did she talk to you? Obviously, if she's talking, I mean, she's talking to all of us, right? I mean,
well, I think you and I are just a little bit different than the others, and that but look, Shar is there's one thing I can say about her. She's always been true to her word. I'll put that out there that you're doing your part of a bargain to uphold her. She gave
I've been doing my best to spread the word.
Good.
Put your trust in Shar. You will go far.
Oh, I like that.
Yes.
I like that. I gotta put that to song, I think.
I have. I got like a whole. I mean, here we go. Well, I have to meet you in person to play you the Shar Love sing along song. But I'm supposed to be meeting Taylor soon to give me some really nice clothes.
Oh, well, that sounds. We really need to meet up.
Absolutely. I am probably the best person you ever haven't even met in your whole life, but you will like it. I'm
You
like,
might be right. We'll have to play together.
what? You play music too?
Oh, yeah.
What do you play?
Well, listen. We'll get into that. I need to tell you now.
All right. I like you already. I feel like we're best friends.
I like that. That attitude's solid. Now, the other Justicars, they're hearing us. We're all linked together. We can hear
What's
each
up,
other.
dudes? Or dudettes? Or in betweens?
A whole mix of folks in here.
Sorry.
I'll tell you, again, Char's good to her word. She held up her end of my bargain, gave me what I needed, and I serve her as I agreed to. The
She
others
has really
are
good taste in clothes. I'm gonna tell you right now because what she
Yeah.
gave me is like, whoa,
I heard you got those.
But
Just wait.
dope
You
ass
you keep
gloves.
doing work and she'll keep powering those up too. Just you wait.
Ah,
Mm.
all right.
But listen, the others in here listening, well, they're they would say devout. You and I might say fanatical. So just adjust your
I have a
expectations.
lot. I have a lot of experience with fans. Okay,
Mhm.
I know how they can get. It's all out of love until you got like dead animals in your bed.
Right. Exactly. It seems like he really genuinely knows what you're talking about. Like, yep. If I had to wager a guess, I think the other Justicars in here are waiting for you to do something grand. You know, deeply devoted.
Oh, but you don't have to say nothing. They want a little bit of that razzle dazzle. I can do. Ow! Yeah, I get you. In due time. In due time, it's a slow burn with me. Sometimes.
I think you have the delight of connecting with Meredith on your bargain. Meredith's the one that knows how to traverse entire dimensions. Now,
What?
mind you, Meredith is also the most devout of all of us. Though thankfully not as overt about it as some of the others. But word of advice, don't cross her. Don't speak ill or in doubt of Shar in her presence. And I know you can hear me, Meredith. But I can give everyone a heads up.
I would never. And I thought she's so awesome. She came down and said, look, you are my boy. And I was like, yeah, I am. Wow.
Well, Mirth won't kill you or anything. She has a lot of power and probably make you wish she would. So just be extra careful around Mirth and in particular since you're teamed up with her.
I've had dealings with priestesses. I know how they get.
I don't know that they're going to speak much, but again, if you find something rather grand to do, I think maybe consider with your following something like starting up a cult. Pick a city, it's got lots of fans, and fire up a cult to Shar. You get that going, that might get Mert's attention.
I mean, I do it in my own style. Okay, you might not jive with me on how it goes, but I smell what you're stepping in.
Excellent. Yep, you do you. Be true to yourself. I always say. I've got a gig of my own to tend to, so just wait patiently for someone to say something, and here it's been.
How do I get back in touch with you?
You can reach out just about any time you want, but most of us use this more in an emergency sense. So I am looking forward to the fact that you're not quite like the others. Been kind of lonely in here with without anyone on my.
I hear you, man. Or I guess I don't know. I'm assuming.
Yeah.
I don't need to-
No, I am a rock star. You can call me rock star or man, either one. Both are
All right,
fitting.
rock star. Okay. All right. So I'm about to go and get space clothes and probably something to drink or something. Or but anyways, it's morning. Yeah.
Well, I look forward to checking
Bye.
out your style.
And,
Thanks, Adam.
and then he just kind of stops the connection because he's I guess he's used to this kind of thing
Yeah.
with the
Yeah, it's awesome.
like boop. He already turned him off before he could turn him.
I guess. Nice. All right. In that
And so
turn,
he's gonna resume the I don't know what was he doing. Was he in the dressing room, like just like
Oh, he
you
had
know?
just stepped outside, yeah, into the street. It was like, I'm sorry, what?
So
So
they're around me while I'm receiving this message. So it's like,
yeah, it was like the evening before or afternoon before. Yeah, kind of
so
reliving it.
any
Like,
questions? He was probably autopiloting you guys, like, yeah,
yeah, later. I said
mhm.
later. Yeah,
So you probably just assumed he was either ignoring you or in his own thoughts or whatever the case may be.
perfection.
But the rest of the whatever transpired during that day,
Mhm.
as far as the next day, he wouldn't let anyone know, and he's still sitting in his room, like
Mm.
chilling. And Titania probably was talking to Liaison at this moment
Mhm. Mhm.
while he's just in his room, probably just like thinking about all this going on.
Yeah.
So this is going on in his mind, replaying this as Titania and Liaison is doing this. Like, yeah, he's pretty cool. I like
Perfect.
Lee. He's a rock star. Oh, what's up?
Excellent. All right. So as those things are playing out, Titania and Caracas leave the ship. Lizana, you come out of the captain's quarters. Anyone else? It's around time to get up. Do Breelith or Grundy have anything they want to do? I'll check with Breelith first. Anything for you this morning?
Um, she would probably get up and go and look for Eden
Okay.
to see if Eden's up.
All right. Yeah. Eden is down in the on the second floor below in the storage area. They have a section set up for themselves.
Okay. Yeah, Brilith would go down and find Eden and hey, Eden.
Oh, good morning.
Hey, good morning. Sorry to kind of stop the conversation pretty quick last night when I talked to you in my head.
I recall.
Yeah. So so you mentioned something about a perch?
Yes. Young dragons, even into their older age, prefer perch. Placed to a large sloped area to either sit upon or lay upon that oversees what they consider their territory.
Okay. Large sloped area. How would I don't know. Do you ever build anything, Eden? You ever
Oops.
how would I build something like that on the ship?
You would probably need an area that's out of the way, perhaps the rear of the ship, behind the mast, extend backwards, tear down the rail and extend backwards and slope it upward, perhaps. You might need to speak with Wisp or Vic. They do most of the repairs and building on the ship. That's that's really the only place I could think of. You could look into magic too. This is for Carmine, yes.
Yes, of course.
As an adult, Carmine will be able to craft a cloud upon which they rest. Celestial dragon. Perhaps looking into the magic behind that in advance, so you're prepared when Carmine is able to do that. A way to tether it, perhaps, to the ship, so that the cloud could be as large as Carmine needs, and simply ride along behind the ship, tethered by magic. Floating cloud.
Okay.
Code.
Yeah.
But in
That's
the
something
meantime,
I could find books like that in like libraries.
think you might have to ask some very scholarly wizards. Those
Okay.
studied. Okay.
Okay.
At
The next
most,
time.
certainly. I mean, we're here, yes. There's
Yes.
an entire academic ward devoted to academics of many natures, magic included. There's, I believe, an entire ward dedicated to the arcane.
Okay. It's a good
You-
idea, Eden.
And if you, I don't recall, right? Yes, you had your patron resides in Atmos, yes, and travels among those crowds.
Yes. I mean, he's currently at McCall, but
Perhaps you could stop to their office and speak on, ask about any connections that could be made,
yeah, there should be people there, I'm sure.
or use
Um,
less legal means of roads and the like here. Could dig up the information you need for price.
Sure. Okay. Appreciate it, Eden. Thank you. Have a good morning.
You as well.
And he can move on to someone else, but she'll after that go and find Vic or Whisk,
Hmm.
whichever one she finds first.
Okay. I'll jump over to Grundy. What's Grundy up to this morning?
Well, the usual couple of push-ups, couple of sit-ups, and then he's going making a pot of tea, 2 cups as usual. Gonna leave one on the side table for Charles,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna walk up onto the deck and take in what I see.
Okay. Hey, again, you head up. There's a couple of crewmates that are up and starting like early, when the ship is docked. There's a lot less to do. But you do spot Vic just doing a once around the ship. There's a couple additional ships that are docked on the other side of yours, opposite of Titania's ship. And the city is just getting the murmurs of growing busy. Sun is already, a good bit in the sky, 8:30 or so now. Up over the
Um,
Hmm.
Good morning.
Oh, morning to you. Looks like you're feeling well, feeling fine this morning.
Much better than last week.
Oh, that was we heard some more about it last night. Sounds like quite terrible.
I haven't been that sore since training with my father. It
Oh,
was rough.
I can imagine. I'm looking to make sort of like just a comfort food sort of breakfast this morning. Lots of well, a little bit of everything, waffles and chicken and pancakes and a lot of fluff and fruits and just things that fill your belly and orange juice
Well,
and
if you need my help, let me know.
So thank you, I appreciate that.
I'm still finding my way around the ship. It's big.
It'll take time. Only where you'll find your niche. I think if you're looking for areas where I think we might need folks the most, and you may have gotten the sense that Vic oversees a lot of the NPC crew. um, After that, getting about your running with the other ships, I just kept thinking about we don't really have many folks adept at gunning. We have Guardian doing a fine job, but she can only do one side of the cannons at once. There's I think it's 6 cannons. I'll have to look. And there's one Guardian, which counts for quite a bit. But if you're ever looking for a place to start, maybe take a peek down at the gunnery. If you're ever getting a clash the way you all were, like 6 cannons instead of 3, you know? Or 4
I'll keep
instead
that
of
in
2.
mind. Sounds interesting. From the looks of these cannons, they require quite a bit of power behind them. Right. Well, I'll definitely look in on that. What did you say the person's name was again?
Oh, Guardian. So Sidonia actually have a name. If it's something about we give them a name, then on they go. They pass on to the next realm or something. So we just call them Guardian upon their request. Sort of their job title, I guess. I don't even know.
Must not utter real name. Got it.
There's a few people aboard the ship that are very keen on not having their real name used, so it's become a trend, I guess. But I don't even mind.
Okay.
But
Understandable.
more so than anything else, find what works best for you on the ship. That's just a suggestion. Whatever fits and feels right for you, that's we'll find you a spot.
Question: do you have
Mm.
how best to describe this? A room that's almost magic proof.
Magic proof.
Yes, because I will. If you don't use your skills, you lose them. I
Fine.
like to keep on top of what I know, so I like to practice a little bit.
Oh, I see. Hey, well,
And I don't think the local populace would appreciate me just doing random stuff.
no, probably not. Speak to the captain. The captain's quarters, as you may have seen, can I recall? If not, there it's quite magnificent. It's a spell that is like a wee pocket dimension, creates what you have in your mind when you open the doors. And it seems that we've been in a forest in there. It creates a vast space, much larger than the actual room. So ask the captain and see if you can have permission to practice in there. That might work for you if you maybe set up a schedule. I don't even think it's used much aside from meetings.
Okay. Take another sip of the tea, and then are the rest of the crew up?
I don't even think so. It's a wee bit early for many of them. Around about this time, I suppose. But I've just seen you and the captain was in the captain's quarters a wee bit ago. I don't even know where she's gone to. I think I heard Brylas. Just very particular footfalls. I haven't seen Zia yet. Ashavar. But
No, I will see what I can do. Guardian, I will look for him.
hey, hey. But when they're on the ship, there's no missing them. Just listen for grunts of someone ready to face an army. That'll be her.
Very well. So I'm just going to keep taking stock of what's going on around me, just familiarizing myself with the upper deck, and then I'll just lean up against the rail and appreciate the view. Yeah, I'll at least until I decide to come down and see Guardian.
Okay, perfect. All right, let me zip back around to Lizdana. Like I'll go around to everyone until like we have a join up moment. Lizdana, is there anything in particular you want to do solo, or are you just looking to go have some?
I think after Titania left, she she would probably just go straight to the galley, and if she happened to see anybody on the way there, would just kind of try to bring it up that Titania's trying to I guess shelter with us.
Okay. Everyone seems to be roundabout, kind of missing one another on the ship, but Yeah, by breakfast time, everyone will be in the. Does anyone? Let me ask: does anyone else have anything they want to do before breakfast meetup? Grundy, do you want to do? Do you want to find Guardian before breakfast, or does it not matter to you?
Mm, let me meet
Either
up
way.
with the crew first, and then I can go see Guardian after. I
Okay.
might find something else to do besides gunnery too.
Gotcha. Nice. Okay. And Breeless, anything?
Yeah, I should probably go to breakfast first and then try to find people.
And Sinister.
Sinister is always last to breakfast, but he's really what he's doing is just walking around the ship and like taking inventory of things, and he's actually being a good like shipmate, but
Oh,
he
nice.
kind of like what I'm saying, he kind of meanders about and farts around a little bit, but actually does a little work, and then when he's like, all right, I'm thirsty, it's time for a wine break, it's
Nice.
1 o'clock, and it's like his breakfast, and then he goes. You know what I'm saying? That's
Awesome.
how he would do.
Okay.
It's like 30% like farting off and
Yeah.
70% doing work, but
Nice.
also being nosy.
Yeah.
So,
What you have to. Yeah. That's
what do you got
fantastic.
going on over here?
Awesome. All right. So you go about your things and ultimately find your way to breakfast time. Vic has made, said breakfast. You all kind of pile in and Breelith, I'll say as you enter Breelith, Liazana, Grundy, and Sinister are already there. Vic's in the kitchen. No sign of Wisp yet. Seems to be sleeping off, whatever.
Probably hungry, so she'll probably eat first and sit with the group.
I'll give you all a moment at the table then. As you know, Liazana had some stuff too.
Good morning, everybody. As he's like eating.
Hey.
Morning.
I had like the best day yesterday. It was super dope. Everybody's super positive. I just the best time. I just feel so full of hope, and maybe it's because I'm filled with my goddess's joy, Shar. I'm just filled with promise that everything's gonna be so good.
That's good. That sounds great.
I mean, yeah.
Yes. I'm just so happy. Maybe one day. Well, you guys saw her, but like maybe one day she'll be like, "Yo, I like Liazada. What's up?" I don't know if you can be her champion like I'm her champion, but she might be down.
I mean, either way.
Yeah. Wasn't she cute? I mean, cool. I mean, awesome. Everything about her I love with all my heart.
That's good. Kind of sucked if you didn't.
Yeah, wouldn't it? I don't know how that would work.
I have no idea. So everyone, I have some news. Titania showed up this morning. If y'all didn't hear.
Sarah's just gonna be like, "Oh, she did. Did she
Say
say
what
anything?
now?
Did she say anything about me?" Yeah,
Well, not exactly. So do y'all want the long or the short of it?
I love it when things start out like this. Just start talking,
I guess
and whatever comes out is what happens.
So I've already told Titania that I'm okay with it, but I also told her that I wanted to make sure with y'all as well. The short of it is that she's going to be joining us for some time with Akrakis, but like with us, like leaving her ship here.
Oh, that's exciting.
She's needing to find these artifacts and I guess well, it stemmed from a vision, and she said that if she continued to, according to her vision, if she continued to just tarry behind us, she had a vision that both of our ships would have been destroyed, like with us on it.
Oh,
So
that's not good.
she said that she wanted to join us, and it would only be her and Akracus, and preferably today. And or at least, no today if that's okay. And just trying to gain some independence from her mother. So I wanted to check with y'all and make sure that that was going to be okay, because I'm supposed to let her know by midday if we approve, like if y'all approve. I've already told her that I'm okay with it, but
Why wouldn't we be okay with it? Sounds like fun. Sounds like it's okay.
yeah. I mean, we've got bedrooms too, so I mean, we've got rooms for them. So
That Astair's trying to contain himself. So, where's she gonna sleep again?
oh, I'm. I mean, I would
mean-
assume
And we have rooms, right? Extra rooms?
With Lenny, I mean,
we do.
it,
What's the problem, Sinister?
oh, there's no problem. I just was curious where they were gonna lodge. Are they gonna be in the guest quarters? Are they gonna be back with us, or possibly with the crew?
Do we have guest quarters?
We do.
Well, I mean, we've got our rooms, and then we got the crew rooms, and I figured I'd just let her decide which room that she wanted, and we'll get her fixed up. She said they'll fund themselves, like they'll take care of themselves, but I still want to at least set them up with decent lodging while they're here.
Are they coming today?
They wanted to come. They wanted to get pretty much short notice that whenever we were ready to disembark. She said they only needed about a half an hour notice. She doesn't want to pack up too soon because her mother will find out pretty quick. So I was planning on at least, letting her know that it was okay. And then somehow
Why
we're going to have
wouldn't
to.
it be okay?
I'm just saying, and that's what I told her too. I said I didn't expect a problem, but I was just wanted to let y'all know what was going on before I told her, "Hey, come on."
That was thoughtful, Captain.
So, I mean, I'll let her know that it's okay, but we probably need to start planning on when we're going to leave and like where we're going to go. Because she'll need, she said they only need like a half an hour's notice, but that's only because they just need that much time to get stuff packed up, and then they'll be over here.
Well, tell them to come on over as soon as they're able.
Well, they can, but as soon as they pack up their things, I mean, her mother's going to find out, so they don't want to do it. They don't want to do it until we're ready to go.
Oh, she's sneaking away.
Yeah, that's
That is-
that. Yeah.
That is so cool and kind of romantic. I mean, awesome. But okay. So that means we got to decide where we're going and what we're doing.
Well, we got to also decide when we're leaving too. But there's just so much stuff I need to do.
Yeah, so we got to decide because we got like McCollum's dead. We've got things here. We've got. Okay. I wasn't gonna tell you this, but the just a car when we were like at the right before we went to the Margarita boot, they messaged me.
Called just a car.
Yeah, the fancy people, dope people. That's what Shar and gave me gloves and said I'm champion of them.
right.
And they're like, they
Yes.
had a series. They said, boop boop, in my brain box. Yo, this is the deal. And I don't know what I should do with that. Because they
Did
wanted
they
they gave me well, the dude introduced himself. He said his name, right? And he's also a rock star too, right? And he said that I need to do something spectacular for Shar in order for them to meet. I'm just being transparent. And then on top of that, we got stuff in Macaw and other places. And maybe Ashafar has some more things here because she could have dipped earlier. I don't know. I did kind of tell the UAF about the orphans, and I'm assuming she comes back here a lot, that they're probably here. I wasn't spying on her or anything. I just was making an assumption. I could be wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Totally not lying about spying.
I didn't think you were.
What? Okay. I wasn't spying. I was just observant. It wasn't really like,
You keep talking about it.
I just thinking that I feel guilty about saying something about the orphans. And if I was to guess, they're probably in the vicinity. She keeps coming back. And she wears disguises when she leaves. So
Yeah. I don't really care. I mean, I don't really have anything other than helping y'all with your things. So I mean, other than I just need to pick up, some stuff from in town today.
I do kind of I did give the tailor $100 and a piece of leather equipment. So, I was just using
Don't
that
we need to go back there?
Yeah, I mean, we kind of do. I mean, and
We have to pick up the pillows and stuff too.
Yeah, that's what I meant by picking up things.
Yeah.
Right.
I was so busy like writing so many different notes.
Okay.
So
Here, do you-
who is
and then
Titania?
Sinister just like opens up his notes and just is like, start tearing out stuff like, okay, oh, you can't have that like he did before. Like, all right, here you go. He's done before. Here you go. That's all the crew people, the names and what they like to drink and their favorite colors. Possibly sleeping habits.
To answer your question, Grundy, we kind of met Titania at a previous visit to here, or I think it was here.
Well,
Um,
yeah, she parked next to us.
yeah, and she comes across like as I mean, she is not necessarily royalty. I don't remember if she's actually got like a royal title, but like her mother is like the head of this order called Order of the Dawn, and is I don't know how else to put it. I think humans would use the word bitch, but I don't know. I've never met the lady. Titania is actually kind of cool when she's away from all of that. She's actually just kind of like one of us. She likes to go out, and we discovered she likes to just go out doing normal things like normal people, and we kind of befriended her.
He is super cool. And I
So,
just love how the wind blows through
constrained by
hair.
her station. So I'm guessing that's why she wants out.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
and her
she's-
mom hits her too. So I think
She's
like-
trying to gain a level of independence from her mother, and the only way to do that is by sneaking away, because she's got this whole crew that's basically spying on her 24/7, and it's hard enough for her to sneak away, for short bits at a time. But for, actually sneaking away. That's why she's coming to us.
Well, I guess coming over would solve the sneaking part, at least for a while.
I will
Yeah.
protect her with my whole being. Nothing's gonna happen to her.
I will entrust you to that, Sinister,
Thank you.
because I feel like it's a unanimous decision.
I mean, I'm the best suited, obviously, to protect
Yeah,
her.
I'm okay with it.
I will trust your judgment. I don't know much of this place, so I will be relying on you all for a while.
Oh, of course. Yeah, you're welcome to ask any questions, of course.
And Sinister just looks at Grundy like, what does that mean? Like, for the last time he talked to him, it's like, what? So he doesn't know what to make of that statement from Grundy. Like, is that a threat? I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know how to feel about that. All right.
You just see the tiniest smirk form on like the right part of the lip, like
Nice.
Go.
So breakfast continues. Does anyone have anything else they want to tackle during breakfast?
After we're done eating.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I would hang back with Grundy, just because like wherever Grundy's going, and Grundy's his best friend right now until Titania gets here. So if Grundy leaves, he leaves. If Grundy stays, he stays. Kind of thing.
Nice. All right.
Look at you.
What are we looking at?
I said, look at you with the Discord message. and
Oh
the
yeah, just trying to give out some
hooks. Thank
fresh.
you.
Yeah.
So kind, such a benevolent DM.
Yes.
Like, there's been so much like back for it. I'm gonna just put
Yes.
the main things in there as concisely as I can. So breakfast finishes up. Liazana, do you feel like that's a yay from the crew?
Mhm.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So you have a very brief meeting with Titania, who thanks you a few times for the yes. Reassures you she and Akrakis can handle themselves in a fight. They will help on the ship, whatever capacity they're able to, and they'll bring funds, to cover their costs and stuff. Otherwise, y'all kind of have the day to yourselves. Is there anything anyone wants to do before, say, 6 or so this evening?
Only thing I want to do is probably before going. I'm assuming we're going back to town to get stuff.
Probably. You're certainly welcome to.
Is to just kind of shadow Grundy and figure out what he meant about my sister and mom. But I'm going to be in my typical like roundabout, like rambling Sinister way.
Nice. Okay, so Grundy's got company for the day.
I guess so.
And this is the closet, and this is this is Boots, and yeah.
I do
you
want
like
to.
jazz?
I actually do want to ask the captain about the fancy room of requirement.
Okay, you at one
Oh.
point, assuredly, maybe after lunch or so, you see Liazana back around the ship on the upper deck, across the way.
And this is our captain.
Oh my gosh.
Hello, Captain. I appear to have picked up a tail.
I see that. Sinister is
Um,
definitely taken to the role quite nicely.
I'm just being a good tour guide, Just gotta show my friend Grundy around the ship. Keep an eye on him so he doesn't hurt himself or fall in an accident or anything like that,
Oh, I hope not.
I hope not either. That's why I'm watching.
I reach down and pat Sinister on the shoulder. Thank
He
you.
does this a lot. I feel oddly encouraged. Thank you.
So I spoke to Vic because I've been looking for things to do, but I've also been looking to practice my druid craft. And he told me that you had a way of making a room so that I can basically not blow stuff up in town.
Oh, of course, yeah. That's actually just the captain's quarters, and I'm more than willing to help you out because I actually know Druidcraft.
The captain's quarters, of course. I would have suggested something like that, of course. That's right.
Yeah, and she'll show Grundy to the captain's quarters, and like she'll stop outside the door, and say, okay, so what you have to do is you have to be the person to open the door. But before you open the door, get a thought in your mind of what you're looking for in the room and make sure you have a solid vision of what you're looking for. And then you go to open the door.
Don't think about the inside of a beast or like a fire or nothing. Think of something else than that.
Does that happen often to you?
Don't worry about it.
Huh. Writes it in the notebook. Okay. All right. So Grundy will I will think hard and then form a picture in my head. Sort of a semi-wooded area with a middle clearing and lots of rocks and everything around. Sort of going to be targets and whatnot. And then I will reach for the door and open it, and it will look like Wyoming.
Oh, okay. Nice. All right.
That's the closest
Beautiful.
thing I can think of
Mhm.
of mountainous
Sure.
with forests and wolves, bears.
Perfect. Yeah, it sprawls before you. There's even like there's no senses from that reach. You're visually seeing it. Otherwise, you don't feel or smell anything until you step in, and then all the scents, the warmth of the sun, and everything else kick in.
Yeah.
You got a
Well,
playground.
And we can control the time of day.
Yeah.
As you think about it,
In
like,
here?
could it be later? Ooh, the sun shifts to a later time.
Nighttime. The
Oh.
full moon.
Shifts to sunsets, moon rises.
Oh, thank you, Grundy. It's like, oh.
It gets very cold.
Oh. It's like, oh my eyes.
Yeah, and I kind of just 1 second. So I kind of just go like so in midair, and then flower just like sprouts out. Okay, and then kind of make a little swish, kind of start a little campfire in the middle of the area. Yeah, it's like,
thank you.
This room will do. Thank you, Captain.
Of course. And whenever we go to Macaw, there's an even bigger room that we can practice in.
I see.
That one I don't think you can set fire to, though.
I will remember that.
I don't think a fire has occurred in that room, Captain.
I don't want to see what happens.
But I do like this. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. And
I'm
if
gonna
you have any questions, I mean, you're more than welcome to ask.
Is there anything you need here? Vic told me to speak to Guardian about gunnery positions.
Yeah, probably Guardian.
Okay, but is there anything else like you Do you all have
Oh.
your assigned duties on the ship, or do you just do what needs
I mean,
doing?
kind of, sort of. So the crew has their expertise in various places. You know, navigator, gunnery,
Engineer.
engineer, like we've got all of that. So we've been kind of learning as we go. I kind of accidentally became captain, and then it just kind of stuck, to be honest. Let's see, Breatheth has been learning about navigation through from Kip, I think.
Mhm.
And I don't remember, Sinister, what were you learning, or were you learning?
A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B, but mostly I'm pretty decent with the engineering stuff. Me and Cash is my boy. I learning how to make a mushroom omelet with Vic, and Wiz was telling me stuff about boom boom bam bams and you know, the labors and things. And oh, what's the one with the hair? Well, I learned a little bit of everything. I mean, I do go around the ship doing things when I can. I you know, as far as the gunnery thing, it's a little greasy and, you know, heavy and looks like it'll get me dirty, but I know how it works ish.
Well, since you're my self-appointed tour guide, perhaps you can
Mm.
take me to Guardian.
Yes, I want to do magic stuffs, but I guess we're not doing that now. So let's go.
Oh, well, thank you again, Captain. And I kind of jokingly do the the
Yes.
salute.
Nice, yes.
And then
Absolutely.
before we leave, I just say in Liazada's brain box, you know, thank you, Liazada, for the titanium thing.
Of course.
But I buy, and he's gonna kind of be like, you know, like, all right, Captain, I'm out of here, you know. But in his message, he was just like really like, no, thank you.
All right. Okay. So I think let me jump over to Breelith. I think Breelith had some things too. For the daytime. What you got?
Breelith is going to go and find Vic after breakfast.
Okay.
Hey,
Oh, hey, morning. Hey, you ready to get down to work?
mm-hmm.
No, wait, you had told him you weren't going to do it, right?
Nope.
Was the last thing? No? Okay, okay, good. Hey, hey, our bellies are full. Show me the materials you've got and we'll see what we can do.
Well, plans have changed.
Oh, all right.
Yes. So I got a little anxious to get started last night.
Oh,
So I got Wisp to help me a bit. But
okay.
it didn't quite well, I mean, he didn't really help. They didn't really help me build anything. We started to set up a tent in the back, but I don't know if I want to do that now. Or I think I want to just do that somewhere else, like maybe set up a nice bedroom. So, anyways, so she'll start blushing. But I do want to set up a. I talked to Eden, right? And she said that it doesn't really need a bed, it needs a perch. So I talked to her this morning and she said that if we in the back of the ship where there's not that many people, you know, behind the mast, if we take out that back railing and make it a slope that goes up,
Right.
that way it can perch there because soon it will be flying. That it could probably use that rather than a bed at this stage. Because a bed, if I make it a bed, then it's just not going to use it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that
So we-
tent was for Honeyman. I think you left it up overnight, right? I could have
Well,
seen it this morning.
No, but I'm going to be doing something else with those materials.
Alright. Well, I think that if I speak with Wisp, we can get I think it's going to be here in about half an hour or so
Okay.
to discuss this. But if you're
Oh.
busy, I understand.
No, I'm absolutely not busy. Well, I
Alright.
just need to go and pick up stuff in town later, but I'm good until then.
The parts we'll need from you probably only take about a half an hour or so. To get better understanding of what the needs are for Carmine and
Okay.
what you're looking for. Right, so let's have maybe a snack and we'll wait for West and we'll get underway.
Do you think that it's possible? You think that we can do it?
I have a few ideas as you're describing it. Wisp is a better problem solver with that. He's
Oh,
good
you're
at
a
making.
good problem solver too, Vic.
Hey, oh, thank you. Wisp understands some more of the structural pieces than I do, so just to make sure that
Sure.
we don't lose back
Sure.
half of the ship.
Okay. Yeah.
But a sloped arch sounds much easier than what we were talking about before, so probably much
Yeah.
more doable than what you had in mind at first.
Oh, good. That's good. Yeah, I'm just gonna take the tent out. I'll after we're done, I'll take the tent down and I'm gonna use that somewhere else.
All right, all right. Sounds good. Let's get in the way. I'll send Wisp a wee message just in case he can come here and finish his early. He'll know we're here.
And you said you have snacks?
Playlist. What's our snacks?
Okay. All right.
We can
Thank
go
you,
out and
Vic.
open up some trays that have a bunch of snacks.
Yeah,
on
and
them,
she'll
so-
like nervously like eat and like drink probably more than she should, to where like she probably has a little bit of a bellyache from eating breakfast right before that. And so, yep.
Is anyone going into town like before the afternoon? Are y'all waiting for I know Breelith has stuff to do in town. But the rest of you have this after lunch period to tackle things if you wanted to.
Well, I did say I was going to help out carry the stuff back with Breelith.
Okay.
So I guess I'm going to have my tail follow me too.
I'm not leaving your side.
Nice.
I need to know what that thing was at breakfast. But I'm not gonna bring it up right away.
All right. In that case, I'll stick with Breelith for a little bit. Just timeline to keep it in place. So a little bit before that lunchtime conversation with captain's quarters, Breelith, you'll have Wisp arrive and join you and Beck. And they carefully, they ask a number of questions. They ask you some finer details like complications that they're considering and does this alternative work? Does this alternative work? And break things down. But Wisp is probably after looking at this and getting kind of a good idea. Well, as a look here, I'm saying I feel like this would be very doable on an ordinary ship. I've been encountering, after your conversation last night, I was working on the ship and we've repaired it, but it hasn't really needed much repairing other than the engine work, which is off, right? This ship is ancient. Even when we found it, such in pristine shape, has much like magical items just don't break, right? You have to throw them in lava. So it is with a ship. It's imbued with some sort of magic that keeps it breaking down there. Oh, great for wear and tear, right? I think can't say it would hold up to cannon fire, but that's not a very precise tool when trying to craft. I think that I've stumbled onto something. a way to integrate and shift things with magic versus hammer and nail,
Oh.
which might actually make this easier to do and to alter if we have to in the future, or sit back to how it is now. But I need Ash. I need Ash for that. She's the wizard with the magic end of things for the ship. Being an engineer that reverse engineered some of these for the UAF. She's a go-to. Now, I haven't. She's either not awake or still out. But if would you mind getting her? If you know,
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah, I'll
like
go
getting
find
her
her.
upset, but you seem to be pretty close. So she gets really, really angry.
Do you mean like when you say, you mean Ashabar, Dan?
No, Ash, the
Oh, okay.
tiefling from she did
The
all that
one that
reverse
Ash
engineering.
and Ashavar are together. Her
Oh, right.
her friend.
Yeah, that's what I thought. But then you said that we were close, and I'm like, I don't remember getting too close with Ash, but okay.
Wisp feels you're closer. That's all.
Okay.
He's nervous. Ash gets feisty when she gets bothered. Wisp,
yeah, I
works
can-
with her, but
I can try to find Ash. Yeah.
right, and just I mean, we'll be here for the,
Okay.
Well, if
Okay,
she's not back, then just let us know when there's a good time, and we'll have another meeting.
Okay. Brilla's gonna grab some like extra snacks and like stuff some in her mouth and like leave the room.
Okay, nice. For some reason, I thought you were bringing him to Ash. So it was extra funny. Grabs
Oh,
extra
no.
snacks, stuffs them in her mouth.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, where would you like to go?
She's just gonna look like she's not like running, but she's definitely jogging,
Mhm.
like just looking everywhere around the ship. Anyone
Oh.
that she sees, she'll be like, "Have you seen Ash today?" If she knows what room Ash is in, she'll go to Ash's room and knock on the
Oh,
door.
yeah, she's across the hall from you diagonally.
Great.
Mhm. All right. No answer. In fact, the door isn't even like closed, just like a jaw, closed over. So you knock, you can kind of push it in a little bit. She's not there.
Peek in. Okay.
Yeah. Nope,
Anything
it's-
interesting in there?
Oh my goodness. There's the instrument that she plays out, like she was recently playing that. A lot of schematics and breakdowns of the ship that she's been working on. The arcane engines, the impulse control, navigation, the structure of the ship in like a blueprint style, which again is what she does. She was part of that engineering team that would break down the few pieces of ships like yours that survived to make the ships that exist today.
Okay. Yeah,
mm.
so she'll just kind of close that back,
Okay.
how she found it, and just continue just scouring the ship
Okay.
and asking anyone.
Gotcha. No one has seen her. There's only a handful of people that probably would have seen her, but they haven't. You don't find her on the ship. The last time you recall seeing her, she was leaving the Salty Boot. But she was gonna go use the bathroom or something first, and then head on out.
Mind link to everyone that she has a mind link with. Has anyone seen Ash? It's important.
Yeah, Ashabar hasn't. Zia hasn't. Vic
We
and
haven't
Kit
made it down
haven't.
to the engineering portion of the ship in our tour. Me and Grundy.
Nice.
I don't even know who that is.
Liazana, have you seen Ash?
Not that I am aware of. I haven't seen, not today.
Okay.
In fact, you also don't get a reply from Ash.
She is in it. Oh no.
Relith is going to. Okay, so I know our ship is docked. Is there like, I'm assuming at a dock, is there like an entrance to the dock, or like a little area like a person would have to come through in order to get to the docks?
It's actually a building that you have to pass through. It's where you first came and showed your like identification and stuff, and it has
Okay.
several lanes. Then you ultimately go through a final door into the city.
and then she would go by that final door outside and
Mhm.
just sit down
Okay.
and wait.
We'll proceed.
And mental link to everyone. If you see Ash, could you ask her to contact me? Brilith, this is Brilith, if you don't know.
Oh, Freeland, we will never forget your voice. But okay.
Okay. I mean, you know, sometimes the voices are weird, different, like talking in person than talking through a link. There's a different cadence, and so like I just want to
Oh.
make sure that you understood that this was me and not like, you know, someone that just sounded kind of like me because they were talking through a mental link, or maybe they had a cold, or maybe they drank
Now
too much
I'm
milk.
paranoid. Do I sound like me in your
Nice.
head?
There is a difference, I think.
Oh,
There is a
okay.
slight difference. Yeah. Yeah.
Is it bad? Is it sexy?
No. It's a little more girthier.
Oh, I sound big. All right, I'll
Yeah.
take it.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Girthier
just if you see,
timbre to a voice.
if you see
Yeah, thank you.
if
I love it.
if you see Ash, yeah,
Love it.
Uh,
Now I'm picturing you picturing me in my girth.
Ara.
Yeah.
Breeless, suddenly everyone realizes Breeless measurement for things is girth. If you see
Well, she
Ash, just let her
knows.
know to contact me. I'm gonna be waiting for her outside the boat building.
Hmm. Are you
Already
cool?
clicked off. Boop.
Nice, yeah.
Eating a snack.
Yeah, you sit down in the relative heat of the morning. You know, it's like low 90s in the morning here today, so it hasn't gotten too bad yet. It's a soft breeze, warm breeze, but still a breeze. We'll take it. The sky has lightened up again. Blue skies above, just dotted with a few wispy white clouds of different
Yes.
shapes. Freelith, can you make a perception check for me as you sit down just inside the city gates? City entrance.
This dice is failing me. That's me. It's not
Oh my
horrible.
goodness.
It's a 15.
Oh, that's okay. Okay. So just inside the city, the common with many cities, is a guard station. You know, any trouble deports, any trouble entry they want, you know, their constabulary force or militia as it is, right there. Out in front, you're sitting down sort of at the exterior of that dock building, right? You've stepped through into the street and you're on the back side of the building. You look off to the left, and you're looking at a large sign. It's a wanted billboard, basically, and the guard building there, three-story guard building, pretty large. But something catches your eye, and you're kind of looking around. There's some silly names and silly drawn faces on like the the wanted board. Um, but one drawing kind of catches your eye, and you pause and you go back and you look back, and it's a sketch. It looks kind of maybe familiar. Underneath it says, let's say, with a stack of flyers pinned beneath it for people to
Yeah,
take
she'll
from.
go. She'll kind of get up and look if
Oh,
she needs to get
okay.
closer.
Yeah, you can even tear off one of the things if you want. There's a bunch pinned there. You tear off a sheet, and you're holding in your hand already somewhat tattered paper that says it's an order put out by Lord Frederick Dulier. For one, I'm so sorry. I thought I had this written here, and I don't. Let's see. For one, Madame Very,Vari, in the sum of 800 gold pieces, a bounty on Madame Very's head, dead or alive. It says at the bottom that the bounty is for placing a curse on a noble house. It'd be damned if this sketch doesn't look just like Ashavar in a different outfit.
It looks like Ashavar in a different
Looks like
outfit.
Ashavar in a different outfit. You know, maybe not. Nose is a little different, ears a little different. There's something about the way it caught your eye with that perception check. An awful lot. Of course, right next to it, you see one for 10 gold for public urination. And they can't find this person. But with that, we'll take our bio break. Uh,
Great.
I don't know. I
When
had to
we
think of
come
something on
back,
the
we're gonna
fly.
find that pissing bandit.
Yes, and get that 10 gold.
Yeah, we're gonna get him.
It looks suspiciously like real.
That's exactly what Dan deserves. For us to suddenly focus on this pissing bandit
Yes.
instead of everything
Yes.
else.
Yep, I love it.
We must find it.
We have to find this person.
That's amazing. All right, so for anyone that doesn't know, we take about a 10-minute bio break. So we're gonna knock that out. We'll keep our audio hot as we are, and so you can chat with us. But we'll be back in about 10 minutes to continue the saga of the pissin' runner,
Yes.
and our sky pirates and the world ending and stuff. All right, we'll catch you all at about 10.
That would be so epic if we did that.
Right? That'd be pretty great.
Just for this.
We're gonna find that. Yeah. That's the last thing we do is the level 20 piston runner. Like CR34. Yeah. What?
It was the one that got away. OPB.
That's nice.
He struck in all the Twin Cities.
It's been everywhere, barking his name.
PB in urine.
That's fantastic. When it snows, forget it.
Right? Forget it. Let me grab a drink. I'll be right back.
You know, yeah, I gotta get my water so I can honor Eileena's hydrate. Just so kind. Thank you again, Charlie. I don't have anything muted, but were you able to get your thing all sorted? The download? But you know how now? Yeah. Yeah, please, and let me know. Thank you. All right, I'm gonna get my blah 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 blah.
I'm back. It's Morbin time. Hello, Trelina. It's Morbin time. I forgot. I do remember.
My door because I don't think
I do remember Ashavar was being chased by a dude in a bowler. Well, not really chased. She was being stalked by a dude in a bowler hat. And I do remember someone mistaking her for someone else. I didn't remember who it was. I just was guessing at the break that it was Ashbar, and it was. Oh no. Oh no. If it is Ashbar, we're screwed. No, I don't know. It might be oh, I don't think anyone's ever really questioned her stepping out in the city in a different outfit. Yeah, it is a mystery. It is a right mystery. Moo-ha. I was
Well.
discussing that possibly. I remember Ashavar leaving, especially when we come to this city, in a disguise every time, and couldn't remember the alias, but as I was saying to Chad, I remember the dude with the bowler hat shadowing her. Someone mistaken her identity. Oh, Sinister was arrested here too, so I was almost scared of being caught, but he was in his Rob Danger disguise.
Okay.
So for a light heartbeat of a scare, when he said you take the picture and you recognize, I was like, oh shit, I hope there's nothing in there. But I paid for my crimes. I got bailed out. It was
Yeah.
I was in jail for a whole maybe hour. After
Okay.
running from the cops, I eluded the cops.
Gotcha.
And on the last dice roll, because Dan had me roll
Oh, okay.
through it.
Evasion.
Yes. Well, lots of different obstacles. He was rolling random things on the table. A homeless dude tried to stop me, and I bribed the homeless dude to tackle the cop. And on the last roll is when my DC was not high enough. And I got arrested. But as Rob Danger, not Sinister.
Yeah.
So half a heartbeat, I was concerned that the wanted poster was him, but woo, escaped that one. But 800 gold pieces for Ashavar. That's a lot. What'd she do? What did she do?
She cast a curse on a noble house.
What kind of curse?
At 800 gold worth curse.
That person's dead. Apparently, that person's not coming back. Something happened to him. It was like, I can't imagine. But then again, we don't know Ashavar all that well.
In a way, it's good that you're tailing Grundy, just because.
Oh yeah.
It's central to the story, so.
Oh, okay, that's good. That's good. I'm following my instincts. And what you said at breakfast gives me pause. So Grundy's getting a little enjoyment out of this.
At this point, Sinister's like, I'm in danger.
I think that's been his whole existence since he came through to this world. So, he's like, I just wake up in danger. That's why my alias is Rob Danger, so I'm good. And then also being, in touch with Shar, he literally thinks he's invincible at this point. He's like, she's not gonna let them in. I mean, if a guy just came down to you, you'd be like, I'm this shit. Look at me, I'm kind of awesome. And he's egotistical, so yeah, he would definitely be like, nothing's gonna happen to me.
Hmm.
Until it does.
Just imagine a comical trio, just how comically we look just walking down the street towards, the tailor and the because
Yes. Well, to be
literally a big guy, smaller people.
well, drows tend to even be slighter and shorter than other elves. So with Sinister being 5'10", he's a lanky beanpole giant to the to the rest of the drow. Like he's probably a freak. Like he's like a freak of nature to
That's why I was cracking up at GameStop today because they released figures of Driz and what's her name? Bree.
Yes.
They're the same size. And I'm like, that doesn't seem
No.
right.
No.
But I think he was tall for his height. I think for his race.
The males of drows tend to be shorter than the females, and then the drows in general are like short compared to other elves.
But I think what's her name? I forgot his companion's name. Cambry, Bree, something like that. She's human.
It was Bree. You're talking about the redheaded with the braids and stuff. Yeah, she's human.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, everyone's back. Sorry to jump in.
I forgot to bring up my camera. I'm sorry.
How dare you?
Sneaky sneaks.
Seriously though.
I love that face.
That's awesome.
Always sends me. It always sends me.
Nice.
That's my bias right there.
Where's OBS? Oh, come on, OBS. Don't be like that.
So who's looking to make 10 gold?
Amazing.
Tonight. He goes to jail tonight.
Serial urinator.
Okay. Only to find out it was me the whole time.
Nice.
Am I the baddie?
This sketch looks so familiar.
Smells like mushrooms.
Is that you?
I'm all set. Come on.
Well, my coin purse is looking a little light.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Streamlabs is just being like really slow for some reason with this.
Oh no.
Yeah, I tried to make a minor adjustment to the position of my Snapcam and the borders. Like has this severe input lag, so now it's doing the things I didn't realize it was doing. And I'm waiting for it to catch up. All right.
Wowzers.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put us live and I'll fix it after.
Okay.
All right, going back live. Whee! All right. All right, I was gonna do the thing, but nope, not now, Dan. It's too late.
Oh no.
Oh.
Input lag is just so bad. Okay. I'll just give it its sweet time to sort its life out. So hello everyone. Welcome back. We're back. Where were we? Right. Relith in your hands. Basically a wanted flyer for someone that looks the name of course on it is Madame Berry, but it looks an awful lot like Ashavar with a few things adjusted maybe. Yeah. Oh.
Relith puts another snack into her mouth. And we'll take the now can she like tear off the wanted poster?
Well, there's a permanent one up there, but there's a bunch pinned below it, I was saying. which you can tear.
Hmm. So it's permanent on there. Like how permanent? Like what are we talking about?
Sorry, I'm gonna try and say it a different way.
Okay.
There's a permanent one. There are numerous other ones that are pinned. You just tear them off. People have already torn a bunch off. You tear them off
I'm
like a calendar.
wanting. Okay. I'm wanting to take the permanent one. Like, well, how is the permanent one like being held up there? Is it painted or?
It's laminated by some sort of material. Your seats for. It might be breakable, but it is in front
Are
of.
there any guards?
It's
Can I
a
look around for
3-story
any
guard
like?
building behind it, so probably some definitely some near where you're sitting, but not super close, 10, 12 feet, because they're guarding the city.
Sorry, I'm just thinking.
Nope, you're fine. It's a hot day out, so
She's going to take all the remaining pieces.
Oh, okay. It's like 12 you can still rip off if you.
Oh yeah, she's just like ripping them off one by one and like just
Okay.
like putting them in her bag.
Mhm.
And she is going to. So we're still inside the build, or no, is this outside? This thing, is this outside the building or inside? I know I stepped
This
outside.
is outside the building. You're what's the beginning of the street past the port building, Port Authority building.
Are there any? No, it's fine. She is going to. What does she have in her inventory? She is going to. Are there any stones on the ground at all?
Make a perception check and look around, see what you can find.
She does have chalk.
Okay.
20.
Find some smaller stones. I mean, it's a cobblestone street. There's maybe a few small chunks, size of a quarter or smaller.
Is this sign detached from anything? From everything? Is it like
It's
by
a
itself?
billboard. That's probably 6 feet wide by like 4.5 feet tall. It's up on two really like 4x4 supports in the back that go down into the sidewalk. And the board itself is maybe like 3 inches deep, including whatever this casing is that's in front of it that has everything built in.
Made out of wood?
It does seem to be made of wood, yeah.
Yeah, Brilla's just like, after she tore them off, it just like stepped back and he's just staring at it, like contemplating all of this, like as I'm asking you. Like just like eating her snacks like one by one. She's going to take a piece of chalk out of her bag and goes up to the thing. Does the chalk make a mark? Like
It leaves somewhat of a mark. It's not like you would chalk drawing on a chalkboard, but it leaves like a smudge, like not a smudge, but like a skipping to like 40% opacity chalk.
she's going to step back again.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of like eat another snack in her mouth and mind link with Liazana. Liazana?
Yeah, what's up?
So, where are you at? What are you doing? How are you doing? How are you?
It's still like midday, right?
Yeah, let's see. She stormed in there probably around 11:30 or so. That would have been 11:30 or so, a little bit before noon. Let's say
Um,
12:30 to give everyone a chance to do their thing if they want. We'll say 12:30.
I'm hanging around the ship.
What what do you think what do you think the punishment would be for burning a city sign? Like just burning it, just burning it to the ground.
I'm afraid to ask why.
So this mind link's protected, right? Like no one can like listen in, right? This is just
Well, it's magical, so technically it could. But what's up?
there's there's a wanted sign here outside the boat house. You know what I mean, where all the boats are and the guards. And there's a sign, there's a wanted poster on it that at least I'm pretty sure it's Ashafar. And I want to burn down the sign.
Oh.
We have to get it off. It's behind glass. It's behind something. I can't get to it. I can only tear off these stupid little pieces. And we need to get the sign down so they don't see and no one catches her, because that would not be good.
Well, if you would like,
You gonna help me burn it down?
well, let me just come see you. I'll be there soon.
Okay, got it. Could you bring some more snacks? I think I'm almost out.
Oh, I'll see what I can do.
Bye.
Oh gosh, she's gonna be like, what have you gotten yourself into this time?
And Brilla's just gonna she's gonna sit down again, still trying to keep an eye out for Ash, but now also trying to watch the sign. And if anyone even walks up to it, she's going to be like, "Hey, look over there! What's that over there?"
There's a couple people that are just off put and trying to look around you and
Hey, thief! There's something over there. Just stole something.
they just walk into town. Nice. That's fantastic.
Yeah, so I guess Lizana's just going to briefly walk into the galley, see what snacks are available, grab a couple, and then she's gonna head out to find Breelith, I guess.
All right. It's around that afternoon time. Is there anyone else you want to grab for there? Or are you going solo so far for this part, Lisanna? Which is fine either way.
Solo to begin with.
Okay. All right. So it doesn't take you long. You walk off down the gangplank, down your dock, across in front of the port, through the building, show your ID and everything, your pass to be here. And you walk in, you're stepping around. There's a fair bit of hubbub, and you see Breelith. Nope, birds, and careful, and
over there.
15 feet off to your left, inside the city.
Oh goodness. She's gonna try to wrestle her way through. It's okay. She's gonna mind link to Breelith. What are you doing?
Not look at the sign. They can't look at the sign because they might recognize her. And so I have to protect the sign. Well, I mean, before I burn it.
Oh my gosh.
Probably no fire spell.
Let me see. I'm trying to see if I had anything. I don't think I do.
I tried chalk, but I don't think the chalk would cover it. I need do you think they would notice if I just painted over it?
Probably. Oh my goodness.
Mind you, Leonardo, you also see the 3-story guard building that this is posted in front of, next to the steps that lead up, to the interior, just to help set that scene. Here's you walked by a guard that there was one guard on the left when you came in, 2 guards over on the right when you came in, and they're also about like 12, 15 feet behind you. And just sort of like keeping an eye now, as Breedless has been like, what? They're just keeping an eye on whatever's going on at the sign.
Okay, so she's going to, let's see. While she's like trying to like get people to like actually leave, she's gonna mind like breathe like, I don't know if you can tell, but you're drawing the attention of the guards. There's no way you're gonna get this signed out without getting caught. We need to go.
How much jail time do you think they give me?
That's not, no.
Okay, all right.
Just come on. Let's go. She's gonna like try to like grab her hand and drag her
I'm
away.
also trying to wait for Ash.
Where's Ash?
I don't know. I haven't seen Ash all day. No one's seen Ash all day. She's not in her room. No one's seen her. I've tried mind linking and asking everyone. No one's seen her. She's not answering the mind link. I need her opinion on something. To try and do something for Carmine, but I mean, I guess it can wait, but
Is
also
there a
kind
reason you would think Ash would be out here?
yeah, I saw them leave and so I thought, well, they're not on the boat, so where else would they be?
Okay. Well, I don't know where Ash is either. I don't think. But you're drawing a crowd and the attention of the guards. I see the sign you're talking about, but we can't do anything about it right now.
Have you both make a quick dexterity save, please?
Oh shit.
Oh, okay. That's a 19.
Ah, natural 20.
Oh my goodness.
So
We're so dexterous together.
Total of 23.
Okay. Great. So just in time, Leonardo, you kind of leap out of the way as someone stumbles and almost knocks into you. Looks to be just a run-of-the-mill human gentleman, salt and pepper hair, maybe mid-40s or so, stumbles a bit. All of a sudden, you almost avoid them, but you back into the sign, and you don't have enough space. So they kind of bonk into you a bit. Sorry.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. I'm in a rush, and I'm leaving port. Can you both make a quick perception?
15.
Perception. That's a total of 19.
Okay. All right. Yours was a bit higher because you haven't seen it yet, Isana, but Breela, that's enough to see. This person looks an awful lot like another sketch that was on the board for public urination. Lily just gave me a disgusted look. She does not know what's going on.
Hey,
What? I gotta go.
hey, aren't you the one that the sign?
Guards!
Looks.
Guards!
No,
guards,
that's not a guy. And he starts trying to walk, but the guards.
guards,
are
and
up
she's gonna
either-
like grab. She's gonna grab the guy.
Oh, make a quick grappling check. You get the attention of the
crap.
guards. So athletics check for you.
Athletics.
Mm-hmm.
Just straight athletics. Oh,
Mm-hmm. This guy's a very high dexterity, and maybe that's how he signs his name. Uh,
Oh. I don't know, 15?
It's the only reason he was able to bump into Rila still, or do you
I
want
had
to play it?
disguise self. I can disguise myself.
So he slips from your grasp, unfortunately, Lizana. But thanks to you calling out to the guards, the two that are like guarding the doorway he has to walk through to get to his boat, where there's three over there, two of them step out and come up. Just a minute there. So, yes, ma'am. Wait a minute.
This is he matches the sign.
Mhm. All right, so you're coming with us to answer some questions, and so I was looking at you too.
Just drugs.
And the guards escort him into the building behind you, the 3-story guard building, and upwards he goes. Okay. One of the guards says before they walk him up, here's actually, would he have it on him? If it's guards here, okay, yeah.
Not on that salary.
Yeah,
would he?
no. Here's a voucher. Bring it inside to the front desk and your 10 gold. Good job, Sid.
Oh, thank you.
Look at the guys trying to. So it's an easy few steps inside. As you walk into this building, there's a stairwell up that's about 8 treads up, riser of 8 treads. A big, almost like an open porch system that wraps around the whole building, all 3 stories, so you can look out over town. You step in through a set of double doors, and it's an incredibly huge building inside. Tons of weaponry for the guards and uniforms, and a big like clerk area, waiting areas with seats, and you can see in the back there's like little detective stations and stairway up, and you see them walking him up. There's a couple holding cells down here, but you hear a holding cell upstairs, like they go all the way up to the 3rd floor. You can hear it from there. But the clerk gladly takes your voucher and gives you 10 gold.
Thank you.
And you're good.
I love how this pissing bandit's like, I'm gonna piss where I can piss.
What the people want, yeah, yeah, the people get. Nice. All right. So, yeah, it also takes a little of the stress off of them watching you. But you're free to return to the city. What do Lizana and Bailiffs want to do now?
Lizana, as we get out the building, Lizana.
Yeah.
What should we do?
I don't know. I don't know who posted that. I don't even properly know how to ask without being suspicious about it.
Does it say on the sign, Dan, to like that you get your who to contact if you have information?
Yeah,
Is it the
mainly
guards?
this building here, the clerk inside during business hours, but you can talk to any, constable in the city, any guard or constable if at any time of the night outside of those hours. Otherwise, if it's during those hours, come here,
I think
which is like 6 in the morning. So
I think I could ask them.
Ask them
Just
how
like,
the sign got there.
oh no. Just like so I would say something like I like to I don't I like to deal directly with the person who posts the sign, and nothing against the guards, but they do great work, but I like to deal with people directly. So who posted that? Like who could I contact if I maybe don't have the person, but maybe have information?
I don't think it would be. I don't think it would be wise to do that after the spectacle you made.
I
They know.
I And for 1 hour, I can look a little bit different.
Do you think that's enough time?
To ask? Sure. She'll look for a like alleyway or something.
Hmm.
Dan.
There's plenty. You can find one that's. You have to go into town, maybe like 5 minutes of walking to find a place that's quiet enough.
Okay, she would. Okay, just she'll step in and using disguise self. She'll appear a foot shorter.
Mm-hmm.
She'll thin herself up a bit. Okay, and then otherwise the extended illusion is up to you. So I don't think that she can really. Can she change her fur color?
I'm pretty sure. Was it alter self?
No, it's disguise self.
Oh, disguise self. Give me a quick sec. I think you can change like so you don't look like a revolt altogether.
Just as you can't
let's see.
change your arrangement of limbs
Mhm.
or
So
your
I mean,
body
you have two
type.
arms, 2 legs, and you're humanoid.
Okay.
But otherwise, you can look human. You can look elven. Mhm.
Okay. All right. Yeah. She'll appear. She'll appear human. She'll keep her same like body size, so she won't thin herself up, but she'll appear more human. And yeah, with like a different hairstyle.
Mhm.
And step out
Mm.
to Liazana. I can ask like this.
Lizana's gonna look around, make sure nobody's like paying attention.
Actually, look at Lisa. What's your assessment?
I mean, she's the perfect height now. I'm just kidding.
That's true.
Nice.
Sorry.
That's true.
Let's see if this really holds up to physical inspection. Oh
It
my
does
gosh.
not.
Yeah.
Surprise.
Nice. Sorry.
Oh, man. I mean, I would assume like I can't even recognize her.
Mhm.
So, is that even you, Breeless?
Yeah, of course it's me. Okay. I'll just go in, just do what I did. You stay out here. Here, hold my bag, and I will be right back.
Okay, I'm gonna stay here so we don't associate ourselves with each other. Is that okay? And you can just mind link me if anything happens.
That'd be fun.
Please mind link me.
Yes, of course. I should probably get a little bit more of an authority air to me, right? So I should kind of, so yes, I will mind link you, Liazana. Okay.
Okay.
Bye. I'm gonna go and
Okay.
I'll see you later.
Okay.
Right before the illusion wears off,
Yeah.
you make your way over to the constable's office. Mm-hmm. You head inside and talk to the clerk, I assume?
Yes.
Okay.
And she'll kind of like gather herself before she walks in.
Yeah. Well,
Walk in.
come
Hello
in.
there. Hi.
Yeah.
My name is Marie, and I was noticing the sign, the poster out in the little box thing.
Yeah.
There was one about someone setting a curse on a house, but the person in it, I may have kind of recognized it from a friend of a friend, but I have to check with someone first. I have to ask and make sure I'm remembering this person correctly.
All right.
But I do like to well, maybe hopefully you'll understand this, and she'll kind of lean in. I like to deal with the people directly.
Yeah. Right.
So whoever posted the sign, I would like to deal with them instead of the guards, unless the guards posted the sign.
No, it's a detective working on that. You want me to get him for you?
So the detective posted the sign.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if you're looking
What's
for like who brought it up or who set the bounty, it says right on the picture. But there's a detective that works the case if you're looking to give
Did it, Dan?
information.
Did it say on the?
Yeah, I said the name and everything.
Oh,
Fail. Just kidding. Uh,
Critical fail.
well, I got the Madame Very, but that
Mhm.
was her name, right? That was the name of the person they
that's
were
her
looking
name.
for.
It said at the oops, wrong document. Um, oh no, they scroll away. There it is. It was the order was put in by Lord Frederick Dulier.
Freddy Deuce is going down.
Oh, you
That's
know,
awesome.
you're right. It was the Frederick Duvier. Do you know who that is?
Yeah, it's a local noble. But if you want again the info, you got to go through the detective. You can't just show up. They put the order in.
Ugh,
At least do the
okay.
work.
I would definitely like to double check first. What detective do I speak with? And she'll get a piece of paper out.
Yeah, it's Detective Brumblebow. I'll call him up. Hang on. Just wait. Pull the seat in one of the benches here. Okay.
Oh,
Pull the
uh,
seat.
oh, definitely will.
Okay. All right. So, they head back to get Detective Brown.
Brumblebow.
Bow.
Brow.
No,
Brow.
Bow.
Yeah.
Just make sure I'm giving it to you right. And they actually go to that like the bull pit in the back there with a bunch of detectives and one this clerk returns and walking behind them like seconds behind or so is a human gentleman. Has sort of a big loopy mustache that just goes down around the lips a bit. Holds himself up fairly straight, kind of a rough beard around that, thick black brows, black um, mustache, and a fancy bowler hat. Walks over. Yes. Hello, you have information on Madame Varia.
Oh, yes. My name is Marie Lysander. I don't really have direct information. I was just telling the assistant here that it reminds me of someone that I saw at a party once, but I have to double check and just see if I have the likeness correct. And I was just asking who posted it, forgetting, of course, that there was a name on the poster, the Lord Frederick Duvier. Uh, so, but the assistant was very helpful and said I must speak to you first, and seemed pretty adamant about bringing you down here to speak to me. I don't really know if it's necessary. I'm sorry if I wasted your time. I don't really have any direct information yet.
His mustache a little.
It's a lovely mustache thing you have going on there.
Thank you. Pulls his brim. Yeah, it is important that I'm told of these matters. I'm running the case. Um, uh, well, please do see that you get that information. Who was holding this gala at which you think you may have seen them?
Oh, it was there's so many so many acquaintances that my sister knows. I believe it was a Mr. Sir Farquhar, I believe. But I have
Oh,
to
well, I'll takes a little notepad out and writes it down.
yes,
Farquhar.
Farquhar, Farquak. Yes, that's it.
And your sister that attended. I have her name. It's a follow-up.
Oh, definitely. Daphne Lysander.
Daphne.
Yes.
Your residence here of Atmos.
We travel a lot. So no, we don't have residency here at most. No.
Understood. You'll be here though for how long? Where might I
For a
find
few
you?
days, probably. I usually hang out, do some business about the boathouse here, so close to the guard tower.
You have a residence at which you're staying while here.
Yes, a local inn. I can't remember the name.
All right. Well, leave some directions if you will, so I can find you. But please,
Definitely.
please return if you have that information. That's individual's been rather elusive. Really needs to be held accountable for their actions. Any information that you can
Definitely,
remember.
this curse sounds atrocious, and I definitely want to see
Mhm.
them brought to justice.
Good. Well, if there isn't anything else, I do have other work to return to.
Sorry if I wasted your time,
Not
but
at all.
have a lovely, wonderful day.
You as well.
Hmm.
Flips up the pad, tucks it into his vest, and turns and heads back to the bullpen. Yeah.
Yes, it's just the directions to. It's just the inn down the street, a couple streets away. Have a good day. I have an appointment to keep,
What? There,
and we'll start to kind of go out the door.
E-books, where?
I just kind of just walk directly, like looking completely like scared, Liozada. She's like walking towards you. Yes. Sorry. Let me go and just go back to the let me just get changed. I'll change back. Or should I walk to the okay, I'll get it. And she'll go back to the little alleyway and take off disguise self and all of her clothes. No, kidding.
I'm ready, Leah.
I mean,
That's awesome.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. This feels better. So let's walk back and I'll tell you. So mind linking to you, Lisanna, she'll be like, kind of missed that there was a name already on the poster. A Lord Frederick Duvier. I couldn't really get who he was. They wouldn't really give that much information, but maybe if we ask around town, maybe.
I mean, I might have a couple of contacts I can ask.
Oh, good. And yes. So that Detective Brumble Bow is looking into it. They're at the guard office. I talked to the detective, which wasn't very helpful, but weird. He had like a weird hat that had like a rim on it and a huge, what do you call it? Like a mustache? Hair right here.
What's the word?
Okay.
Mustache? Nice.
As if Breelith wasn't Brian.
Yeah.
Did you bring more snacks?
Yeah, and I put him in your bag.
Thank you.
You start walking back to the gate around the time that Grundy and Sinister, probably Ashavar, and we'll say Zia potentially. We'll see where they're next week. But you all know it's time to go into town, so I imagine Grundy and Sinister are heading in. If that's fair to say.
And so that's how we cured the room of its darkness and actually upped the capacity of the engine. Boom, like that. Write that in your book.
Fancy.
Yeah, it was
Indeed,
awesome.
indeed.
We did like woo, and it was like wait till I tell you the story of how we found the magical mythical island of Macaw. That will be set to music.
Nice. You two are, going back and forth with the tour guide Sinister, giving you all the info in style.
I've tried to give him the charm offensive so he could lower his guard.
Perfect. And you end up, you walk in, you go through the Port Authority building, past the guard station, you maybe like half a block down when you see Breelith and Lizana coming from the other direction.
Okay,
Hey.
was that Port Authority station where I flirted with the guard?
It was,
All
yeah.
right, yeah.
Mhm.
So, watch this. Boop, 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 boop.
Nice. And they do like a little. Some of them, because that main one brought others, so some of them know you, and they do
Yeah.
like the next line of your song like back to you.
Oh my gosh.
This is the song that never
Oh
ends.
no. Yes, you see Breelith looking a little shifty.
Oh,
And
God,
talking to
what
Liazana. She gets a look when she does things.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So you can tell something's up.
Oh,
And you
no.
two see them as well, of course.
All right. We don't. All right. Just we don't know what's going on, but she looks guilty AF.
Hi.
Yeah. Hi. Should we be worried?
Why should she be worried?
Yeah, what's going on? What's up? You look kind of moist. Sweaty.
Okay. Well,
You have a sheen about you that looks shifty.
I think we need to take a walk.
Yeah, let's walk.
Okay. We're walking.
Breelith like immediately starts like daubing her head with her scarf.
It is a hot day. I have my fancy tank top, and then he's got like a little scarf with a little neck tied up.
Soft thin little scarf. That's amazing.
Yeah, like it's like a lavender scarf, maybe like a red tank top that's like plunging for
Nice.
no reason.
Trip.
Amazing.
Yeah, straight drip.
All right, so you begin, walking through the market square. You're in the market ward. So the outer skirts, a lot of like touristy people just coming here and seeing the front end of this like stuff you can buy in a lot of places, basic adventuring here. But you're able to talk and have conversation either mentally or out loud.
Yeah, as they're walking, Breelith will start mentally. I think Ashabar's wanted for cursing someone.
I mean, it would be the only reason why she would leave the boat every time with a disguise. I mean,
So
I said this earlier this morning at breakfast.
there is a reward on her for about 800 gold.
Ooh, what?
I wanted to burn the sign down, but Liazana talked me out of it.
Why would you?
Well, I mean, to get rid of it.
No.
Anytime you want to get rid of something, you burn it, right?
Not in broad daylight, though.
But then you can see the smoke.
Yeah, how you get caught. You don't do things like that. You gotta be sneaky.
Oh, so you don't read the smoke. Okay.
No. What?
Right. Reading the smoke for fortunes and stuff. Anyways.
So no, I don't do that. That's crazy.
So she's wanted. I took all of these, and she'll kind of hold up like a fistful of like those pieces of paper.
Wait, were there other people's faces on there that we can? I'm going.
Oh, we already did one. We caught a person who was peeing in the streets.
What? You got a bounty already?
Yeah.
Actually, he found us.
He's not as good like that.
Oh wow, Grundy.
Why do you all look so serious? You realize I can hear none of this. I do not have mind link.
Breelith doesn't realize that. Breelith, no.
I'm like, why do you three look so serious?
Grundy,
It's like you see these random facial expressions across all of us as we're talking.
Grundy, Breelith, since she's at his height, will whisper into his ear about Ashabar. And so then I wanted to burn the sign down, but Liazana talked to me.
I'm already walking to the bounty sign to see if there's other pictures.
Okay.
Instead, we're walking
The
away
stair goes
from
to
it.
180, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you all turn and walk with Sinister, or are you continuing through the market for the rest of you?
I'm going to link arms with Breelith and say, you should not be seen near those signs again. And
No, yeah,
urge her.
I agree.
I'm gonna collect the bounties of others, including the pissing bandit.
Nice, it's still up there, yeah. What? There's nothing major here. But they all range from 1,000 gold at the max down to like that 10 gold at the least. There's a lot of the 10 gold, a couple in the higher range. But if you want any of the details, I can put it together because I wasn't planning.
Well,
to put it in
yes,
Discord.
I'm gonna come
Public-
back.
Public nose picking?
Yeah, what? I'm gonna go to. I'm just gonna
I kid you
just
not.
like
I just stuck it up
because
there.
I don't think Sinister. Well, no, I'm just gonna hand it to Grundy because he keeps notes.
Nice.
Oh, okay. Wait, why am I your bag boy now?
Because I didn't cast Rhodey. I didn't know it was gonna be something like that. That kind of day. I should have, but I sent him away after he done such a lovely job. He needs a nap. I think. I don't know how I'm gonna see it.
While Brilith and Liazana are waiting, Brilith's gonna give Liazana a hug.
All right. Remember the time I told you, Freddie, they try to pretend like they don't have a thing going on? Oh, yeah. All right. But just keep up. Act like you don't know.
I see nothing.
Exactly. You're supposed to act like you don't know.
So Brilith, where are you headed back to the ship and like just ducking past those? Or are you like going further into the board to walk around, stay away from the signs for a while?
I thought me and Liazana were kind of standing off and waiting for the two to come back to us, but
Yeah, well, I would try and meet up with them because we're supposed to be going on a shopping trip.
What time is this now?
I'm gonna say it's around 1:30 in the afternoon. As Grundy and Sinister are getting within eye line of Liazana and Brilith, you all get a ping in your mental network. And you hear oops, I am.
Oh no.
I'm so sorry. I don't have that portion of my notes up like I should. Shame on me.
You
And
got a lot to keep track of.
for real, so many notes. I got it down to 3 documents.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone. It's Allie.
Oh.
Oh my gosh, Allie.
I hope the day's finding you well. I have I need to have. There's an important conversation I need to have with you all. I need to share
I just mouthed to
something.
Grundy. I mouthed to Grundy. We're receiving a transmission.
Yeah, you all looked blanked for a second there.
It was a shock.
I have something I need to share with y'all that's fairly important. I think I found a way. Was trying to reach Ash first, could get through, but she had found a way to sort of patch me through the ship. I can see y'all, and you can see me in the captain's quarters, I guess. Got it set up and working. So I guess if you can find time, I think all you need to do is get the lot of you in the captain's quarters, and ping me on the mental network here, and it should activate. It's fairly important. So at your earliest convenience, please. Very earliest convenience. Thank y'all.
hi Ellie.
Yeah.
Bye. I love the wine.
She's going to Liazana's gonna look to Brilith and say, I'm probably gonna go back to the ship then.
Okay, yeah. What time did you say again? It was Dan, like afternoon.
It's like 1:30, I think.
Okay, yeah, we can go back to the ship and we can just come and get our stuff later. Hear the transmission, right? Sinister, Grundy, do you want to come?
Oh, all right.
Oh, I'm sorry,
Grundy
Grundy.
doesn't know. Can we just like? Should we?
We'll talk to Allie. That's. I'm gonna bring it up whenever. I mean, Grundy, you might have to be there, but I'm gonna bring it up that you need to get added to the mental the mind link.
We don't have to pick up the embroidered goods for another 2 hours, I think.
Yeah, and I'd say
Uh,
like they'd hold on to them afterwards. I've already paid for them, so I think they just weren't ready until that time. I think.
Well, I think she said 3 o'clock ish, something like that. So
Yeah, but I think it meant
we
that
got
they
time.
wouldn't.
We
Okay.
don't want to be late.
I think it's that I've already paid for them.
They
Okay,
said
let's
3
go back.
o'clock.
Let's go back.
Sorry.
This shouldn't take too long.
Mm. Mm.
Hopefully.
All right. He's like, I just want to look fly though.
Nice.
Good luck.
All right, so y'all find your way back. Breelith, you and Liazana sort of arm in arm
Just
as
hurry
you go
up.
past that. Like,
Yeah.
mm-hmm. I mean, the guards don't really seem to pay much mind at this point. Having kind of resolved, like finding that other person, they don't really care that you're being weird in front of the sign. They see weird things here. So you're able to pass by. Everyone's able to get back to the ship. And you're able to let the rest of the crew know, hey, if anyone's coming in, come in for this meeting. I think most of your crew is going to want to be there, so they'll pile in. And again, you open up the captain's quarters, and the magic that tethers it to the ship, even when it's moving, of course, it's in port right now, but sets the scene. Who's opening up the door first?
I want to open it.
Nice. All right, what are you thinking of, Sinister, as you open it up?
Nice, cool, dark opulence, and kind of like the same situation room, like West Wing thing that he likes to have, with all the, but dark,
Mhm.
and the situation table and board, and just nice. But for some reason, a chandelier.
Sure, why not? That hangs above the desk in the center.
Right.
Spectral assistants wearing nice clothing or racing around, filing papers that are spectral, and it makes
Gosh.
no sense, but it's there and it's busy and it
That's
seems
it.
important.
It looks busy, important, and rich.
Nice. Yep. Black marble floor tiled with intermittent white marbled tiles, gold trim around all the tile work and stuff. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
High back chairs and lush.
Yeah, huge oversized high back chairs. Yep.
So I could just evil villain around like.
Nice. Yep, it springs forth from your mind into existence with the magic of the captain's quarters here. You all pile in and close the doors. The whole crew sits down. And
that the sun is brutal and it was hot. It feels great.
oh yeah, perfect temp in here for Sinister. Hopefully everyone else is in the same comfort range with temperature. So you open up the mental. Who wants to say something first to Allie to kind of open up the mental network?
Freelith foot. Hey, Allie.
And you say that, and you see like in this center of where it's usually a table is sort of like a cutout, where the table is more of a ring than a circular table, and in the center, some static, almost cast illuminating portions of a humanoid figure. It'll crackle in as you say each word, Relith. Takes a few more, tries before that static becomes a very clear but 80% opacity version of Allie. She and then
Like a hologram.
yeah, yep, kind of walks.
Like Princess Leia.
Bringing down with
Yes.
a droid.
Yes.
Yeah, sort of springs into existence. That's well, here we are. Ash was right. That ship of yours is pretty incredible.
Molly, what's up?
Sorry, I'm still marveling. Ash was
Yeah, it's
going on,
pretty big deal.
right? There's something about
pretty
some scrying or something in some other place, tying in with a ship, tying in with our. I don't know.
What?
You have to ask Ash. She was going on about it, but she got really technical on me, and I sort of,
Immediately detect magic and see if he sees any orbs of scrying.
Nice. Nope, not here, but the remote, that gigantic sort of beholder-looking device that's in your tower springs to
Oh
mind.
yeah. Oh.
Um,
Oh.
yeah.
Immediately was
Ugh.
paranoid and just
Nice.
shake it off like.
There's a few matters to speak of here. The first is, of course, as you all know from being rather close to it yourself. Uh, I'd actually love to hear your account. I heard you were right in the middle of that firefight between the United Aviation Federation and the pirates. You're all alive and well, I take it.
Immediately gets the guitar and starts.
Let me tell you a story.
Yes. Oh, here comes
Nice.
Allie.
Yes.
Here we go.
Here we go. We got a little alley going.
So whoever starts speaking like before, he's gonna, get the drama going according to the music.
Can you tell me about it? I mean, you're all safe. It sounded like a rather serious fight, like a direct confrontation.
Yeah.
I don't remember what all I told her. I don't remember
Hmm.
if I told her that we actually sold a ship.
No, we're in trouble. We were in trouble, and we needed help. That's what I remember. We were in trouble. We needed help.
So we were in trouble, and yeah, got right in the middle of the peacekeeper and
Oh.
the head of the pirates.
Oh, the bloody peacekeeper and fans. Oh my.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that was fun. I do not recommend flying close to the Omega Sea. It's not fun.
It was exciting.
That's not a great way to put it, but yes.
It was exciting.
Well, then you're probably aware of the first bit of news I'm going to share, and that's that. So, as you know, there really aren't many direct confrontations like that. There's out in the middle of nowhere attacks back and forth between the pirates and the UAF, but nothing like this. Nothing like direct confrontation, especially near so close to Atmos Isles, such a large city, and definitely not between the two leaders, the two main ships of their respective fleets.
This was an anomaly. This was not a.
It's a harbinger.
Oh no!
A proverbial storm is coming.
And then it's like dun, dun, dun.
Nice. Whammy bar, yeah.
Oh God.
um, that shakeup with the pirates and the UAF, that's going to have devastating fallout for sure. That's only gonna escalate from there. So I just first wanted to tell you, please be prepared to be far more careful in your travels. Expect the skies to be much more monitored and otherwise.
Could you recommend a time of day to travel and when to travel?
Well, I might have before. I've heard word. I was hoping to. At least, Anna, you did share about the devices, right? Like she has other sources, but I couldn't remember if you were one of them.
Which the magic devices?
Yeah, maybe you didn't, because that would have been like we gave the pirates ancient.
I actually don't remember what all I shared because it was
Okay.
very brief.
Okay.
But I feel like if I didn't, I would probably bring it up at some point because I want to ask her what she knows.
Okay. Well, she'll probably say in that moment. I have some disturbing news from some people inside with the pirates, some inside with the UAF, just trying to gather information on that spy network for me, and it sounds like the UAF had some sort of device that was giving them an upper edge. Something about locating ships, and heard news that the pirates might have one now as well. And that means that there really isn't a safe place, a time or day or week. It's going to be. It's sort of an equalizer, I suppose. I'm glad they both have it, not just one side, but But it means confrontation, strategic confrontation now. We're not going to let that go. This is the ruins of the war, so just extra lookouts at your night on your daily nightly shifts. Have plans, destinations ready to veer off if you need to. Be careful out there.
Do you know how the pirates got the stuff?
I don't know. I don't know how either of them got it. This is it's my understanding is it's ancient technology, and this is why I have you out there looking for it. Keep it out of their hands. That's it's the other reason that I wanted to have this meeting today. I feel like I need to share with you now that I feel trust has been firmly established between all of us. I hope you feel the same way.
I trust anyone who has a great selection of wine, Allie, and yours is impeccable.
You like it? Good. I got a new one. I'll have to next time we meet. It's a whole new
Can't
wine from a new
wait.
vineyard. Oh, they're
Can't
fantastic.
wait.
They're
Love
fantastic.
your chase.
But right now is the time for me to share properly. Now that we have trust, my reasons for searching this ancient technology. There's more to it. There's more to it than just keeping it out of the hands of the pirates and the UAF. Before it was speculation that they were the other players. Now it's pretty well confirmed that they have this technology, both of them. I don't know exactly what their intentions are. I'm sure it's nothing pleasant to either of them. But here's what I want to do, and I don't know if this will work, but Ash said it will, so I'm going to give it a shot while in here. She walks towards the inner ring, off to the side, and kind of waves her hand like Iron Man style to bring up like a graphic, three-dimensional image of.
Oh, that just reminds me of Cassius.
Oh, real Cassius, no. Yeah. And waves up this image of. At first, it's like it's a okay, puffy clouds. Like, what is this? And then as you have a moment to look at it, it looks you recognize little dots on there that are arranged in a way. This kind of looks like this quadrant of the world. These fluffy clouds look like the Omega Sea rolling below, and the Omega curtain that surrounds this quadrant. And the little specks, little shimmering lights. Well, there's two right next to each other, much in this, same positioning as you saw on your map. Twin cities of Sandir, Atmos Isles, Daphne Island, and so on. Hazy Isles, and so forth, and a few others. Looks like kind of a visual for this whole thing, but including all the roiling black miasma of the Omega curtain, Omega Sea that cuts everything off from the other quadrants of the world, threatens anyone that gets down close enough, and smothers whatever maybe used to be down there below you for ground. She zooms, in on some of those. This is where we are. This here's and kind of smart device zooms in. Atmos hails and points a few out, but obviously, it's my understanding through research and otherwise that we're just in one small portion of our world, cut off in the midst. Other parts of this world have ground you can walk on, oceans, vast bodies of water, lakes, and the like. And not everyone has to rely on things like the UAF and flight and otherwise. There's room to expand and grow outside of the confines of just these cities. And you've seen firsthand what this Omega Cloud Omega Sea can do on some hazy isles. Swallowed how many dozens of people up there when they aggravated it, I guess. It's frightening.
they were kind of hazy on the details, but there was a lot of blood. There was a lot of blood and all kinds of crazy stuff, and
Right.
critters and
Right.
carnage and fires, and you know, not too great stuff.
No.
We tried to save some rabbits, but they didn't want to come, so that was kind of their fault.
Oh. And that's just it. There's so much life that's stunted because we can't teleport past however many feet. We can't do so many things here. Life is so stunted. Again, I want the ancient technology because I think it has the capacity to do something very important. I want heal the Omega Sea and the Omega parts. I have some very old findings about where this comes from, why it's here. I think I found a way to heal it. Bring the whole world together again. Or for the first time, if these writings are correct. But need a lot of this ancient technology. There's certain bits that are required for this. There's a place, and she, pinches this shot, and the Omega Sea just kind of collapses on itself, and it's all this miasma now, just covering the whole space. And you can see her sort of phasing through it as it kind of almost has a torrent kind of feel to it, wisping around her. And she pinches and draws out, and zooms in several times before this little shining light in the very center you see, and continues to pinch another 4 or 5 times until zooming forth and just quickly consuming that whole space inside the ring desk is this relatively breathtaking image. I have an image I'll share in a Discord, and I'm sorry, viewers, I don't. Um, um, of where the Omega Sea sort of surrounds the space but doesn't collapse into it. The ground itself is these roiling clouds, but in the center, it's sort of an oval blank space. And up above, when you look at the Omega Sea, it's almost like you're seeing overlap little stellar constellations and bits of the cosmos. And as the sea roils underneath the bottom half of this egg-shaped oval in here, it finds itself woven around itself and leaning up into a tree that consumes like most of the center space in this huge tree with this beautiful aura around, shining of different colors throughout the rainbow. Some colors that are a little hard to perceive outside of the normal. And there's a beauty to it and a power. You can feel just by looking at this. There's something of major significance. And she says, "This, I believe, is where we can't get there. What we have now. Place is called World's End. It's been tucked away since the very creation of everything. From what I've found, it was when the first deities decided to create everything, the prime and otherwise, that in all their magics working together, there was one hiccup, I suppose, a major hiccup in their weaving of everything together. And energy from this plane that's just in the far realm, far beyond anything we can travel to, seep through and threaten to just consume everything here. They found a way to contain it. That containment channels it all along the equator and the meridian, creating 4 quadrants around the planet. From what I've read, the world, this quadrant wasn't always like it is now. It didn't always have a sea, Omega Sea below, but instead proper land, sea, and otherwise, and that these islands that we reside on now are remnants of that lifted to the sky some very long time ago. Some information on the creatures, but most of it's fantasy and lore.
Yeah. This is an interesting prospect because where I'm from, we don't traverse the skies. Like, we walk around on ground, and we have lakes and oceans, and these my fellow crewmates don't even know what a sea is or like the ocean. I had to show them. I mean, in a book, I had to show them,
Oh,
and I wrote a book.
oh, well,
Yes,
that's interesting.
that's how I showed them. Did I tell Allie about, or does Allie know about Macaw that we're staying over there? Or no?
I think so. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she
Yeah.
knows. Mhm.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
Hmm. That's well, I guess that's that. That's but I ask you as always, don't share this with anyone.
Yeah.
I doubt many people would believe me, but it certainly threatens everything that sustains the UAF and the Sky Pirates. I don't think that they'd like me pursuing that. There's some dangers with it, of course. That's why I'm trying to do all the research and gather everything I can for it.
Well, each organization has its flaws. I will say that. Major ones.
Ah, this is true. This is true. But I hope knowing this, you'll still be willing to help me. Maybe help add some credence to what I'm doing and some energy into your assistance. I'm doing this because I think it's the right thing to do. Bring us back to a place where we can move forward instead of treading water as people.
Well, you haven't luck. I am a champion of a goddess. So,
Oh,
there's one advantage. And I do consider you a friend, at least a wine friend.
well, that's good enough for me, right? It's a good start.
Yeah, that's a great start. It's the best start.
um, you all have any questions for me?
Well, you say we have to watch our backs, regardless of what time of day, where we go.
Right.
You think they're looking for our ship in particular? Like, I know we have ancient tech. Do you think that might be a hindrance?
I haven't heard any. I think if they knew you had ancient technology, they'd already be after you and you'd know it. I think you're okay for the time being. Just don't let anyone on board. From what Ash says, that a lot of it can be just it's hard to notice unless you're an expert like her, or for if you go down, and see the engine. I'm sure anyone would know right away. So keep people out of the engine room. Right? I don't think they'd be going after you for the ancient technology on your ship. So that might be a key for what we're looking to do. I'll be honest with you. Your ship,
Oh, no.
but we'll have to get to the world's end at some point way down the line. I can't think of another ship that can take that journey.
I mean, if we could find the mystical, magical island of Macaw with the ship, I'm quite sure.
Exactly. But I think you're a major player, whether you like it or not. So would keep an eye out.
Just going to mental message the group in the room, except is Allie in our mental message? I don't remember.
She is,
We-
yeah.
Okay.
But we can exclude people.
Right.
Yes.
So excluding Allie,
Mhm.
Brella's going to ask the people in the room
Mm.
with her, are we not going to tell Allie that we are the ones that gave the technology to the pirates?
Not right now.
I don't see how that
Why?
would help our situation though.
We'll talk about it in a second. And Lisana's gonna say out loud, Allie, real quick before you go, because I'm sure you're busy. Real quick, we have a new friend. This is Grundy,
Hello?
and we need him added to the mind link.
there's
If
anyone,
possible.
it is. It's another handy thing. Ash said she could tie in with this, so I can use the magic I used beforehand through this. Is there anyone else that you wish to include in this? That's present. I mean, it looks like everyone else is already on it.
Yeah, most of our crew is on it, but
I think everybody else is on it.
I don't
Yeah,
know
I
that
think
Boots
it's-
is on it. And Boots will
Oh,
be
then
here.
yeah.
Hmm.
let's get all the
Boots.
new crew.
Yeah.
at it.
Okay, nice. All right. Well, right. Let me just kind of knocks that imagery out and begins to cast a spell in the center of this area again. A hallucinate and a hallucination. Yeah. A gosh, why can I think that?
Incantation.
Yeah. Well, like the display of her walking
Evocation?
around. It's
Oh,
just a
wow.
Oh, the
hologram, like a
hologram?
hologram thing. Yeah. There's another
Yeah.
word I
Yes.
can't think of it. Casting a ball of light with like sort of electricity dancing around some edge, like a plasma ball. Right, new people, hands on, and she'll put her hand on it. And you can almost you feel the warmth of magic, but not like anything tangible. Grundy and Boots and anyone else. All right.
And then as soon as the magic goes, I'm just gonna go boo in everybody's head.
Nice, nice. Do you all willingly accept this mental connection? I need
Yes.
a RPG. All right, and Boots is like, yeah.
I love boots.
All right. Well, here we go. You feel that kind of static shock zap your hands, and as the seer goes, "Boo! Here you go."
Welcome to the Mind Club.
Nice. So I just want to make sure. I'm sorry that I've been honest with you, of course, this far, and I know I've withheld my reasonings, but I felt that this was a critical juncture to be honest with one another. So wanted to share now that we've built up the trust we have that these are my actual motivations. I just want to make sure that you're all still on board with our missions, and it's a little you still don't you can still turn them down, but I'm hoping that now you know the stakes, you know how important these missions will be. Or does anyone feel like they just can't be on board anymore?
Believe in what you're doing, Allie.
This goes against nothing of my personal code or intentions of whatever. I think this is great. I mean, I have nothing to hide.
Grundy and Booth have just been sitting around like well kind of watching the show but not like included in a lot of the mental stuff, but now you pick up, you've been able to see and hear thanks to the magic of the ship and stuff for the most part, but it's different when it's truly in your head. Now you really it's almost like a sense of feeling behind what's being said that's in addition to just what's being said. More insight and spoken, and you can tell that she's very sincere and genuine about this. And I need to know that I can continue to trust all of you and any new folks you bring aboard. Is there
Absolutely.
all right?
You can trust
It's
me.
all Taco Tuesday.
Right. Um. Well, I'm still working on some of the information you've asked for with the Demon Web and otherwise, the Book of Enoch. The last that I had was that bit about the party there in Atmos that went after it and just one of the people came back or some such. Do you have anything that you need to update me on?
Well, apparently these two, Liazana and Brila, caught a pissing bandit.
Well, that's great. um, I appreciate that you have work that you have to do with the pirates and others. Just, I just need to know that I can trust you, though. That even within the work you do.
We will not sell you out. I think we actually wrote it in the clause, did we not? When we had this contract,
Right.
that we are bound by secrecy via contract, that we do not share our information with others, and that we have confidence between us, and that
Absolutely.
if one of us perishes, that all our families and crew would be taken care of. And then
Right. You have
that
a-
was we had that agreement originally from the start. I didn't think anything changed.
No, I just mean that information is my most powerful weapon and staying ahead of UAF and the pirates. And even though I have means that available to me, it's not the same as the means that the pirates and the UAF have. It takes every bit of everything that I have, financially and otherwise, because that's not unlimited either, to continue and stay ahead of this. So please, if anything happens with any interactions with the pirates or the UAF or any other parties you have to deal with related to ancient technologies, I don't want to dig through all your business, but if it's ancient technology, please keep me in the loop. I understand sometimes you might be in fairly compromised positions, but I have the information. I can maybe stay ahead.
I can say with all confidence, I have not defied your confidence. I did knowingly or unknowingly or otherwise, did not sell you up the river or whatever.
Thank you, so
This I swear. I
Allie?
sincere.
Hi.
You do fully trust us, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I wasn't truthfully honest with you.
What?
We're the ones that gave the pirates the technology.
Hey.
We were forced.
The music immediately stops. Oh yeah, right.
We
Alright.
tried to
We were in.
we tried to keep it, but
We were under
the
a lot of
admiral
stress.
got in the way.
We were
And
exhausted, and we were coerced and threatened. We were not in the best of positions to work in your best interest. And-
it's a long story, but
You know what?
whether it's the truth or not, according to Admiral Ruth, they have the technology to defend themselves, to even the playing field, according to them.
Thank you for that information. Please, all I do.
I was not privy to this conversation, so I didn't lie.
I had some inkling with some of the news that was coming in. Not that this was a test or anything, just I just wanted to make sure that you knew that I understand, and I do. What do you do, right? Pirates are a really big force. I'm honestly relieved that there's balance now between the UAF and the pirates. I think making that decision on the flies, it was a good call.
Well, do you know about what it does, though?
I'm not entirely sure yet. I have some vague reports. Something about locating objects or ships in particular.
Oh, we've got a lot more information than that.
Well, then please, this fill me in. I'll tell you. I appreciate your honesty. That really means a lot to share. I know that must have been difficult.
Well, you kind of have the pirates to thank for that.
Oh.
They coerced us / forced us to attend a week-long UAF camp.
Yeah, it was just under
Oh.
disguises and
It was
stuff.
horrible,
Cadets.
Allie.
For the cadets.
Oh no.
It was bad.
Oh,
And that's how we met Grundy.
all right.
Randy
Randy,
was the
you're
only good
from the
thing to come
UAF?
out of it.
Yeah. No. They forced him to.
All right, I understand. Well, that's a silver lining. Just and that you have additional information. That's
Oh
a
yeah,
huge thing.
because we were kind of a test before they took it. We stole the ship, and that's why there was a big fight in the sky.
Oh, we're just telling everything.
Oh, all right. That's what. That makes sense because I really couldn't understand why they'd risk this. They know it's going to escalate. But, right? I'm sure
So
they didn't want to lose that.
supposedly there's just the two, but the UAF has the means of manufacturing more of these things. And just to keep it in brief, like she's going to explain what they found out at the camp
Okay.
of just from hearsay and personal experiences,
All
like
right.
everyone's personal experiences, and then leading up to them stealing the ship.
You see, at one point she grabs a notepad and is starting to like jot it all down. Right. All right. So okay. Flip. And you update her. All right. I have to go. I have to act on this as quickly as I can. And I've got someone over in Atmos, sort of in that research place. All right. I'm gonna reach out to my contacts and see what I can find and get back to you when I can. Keep up the great work. Thank you again for your honesty. That really makes me feel all the more confident in our arrangement here in our relationship. Thank you. Right. I'll send wine. She'll point like
Thank
not
you.
looking, but like over at Sinister,
Woo,
and
woo, woo.
and
Finger
what I
guns.
can. I'll send another batch of I'll send some more funds your way too, just to cover whatever comes up next. And there we have it. All right. Thank you. It's a pleasure to meet you, Grundy and Boots. And
Likewise.
welcome to the crew. Together, we're literally going to change the world.
And then I turned to Grundy, and on top of that, Zia's sister is hell bent on taking this book of destruction to end the world. So that on top of that.
Okay. That goes in the ledger.
All right, you're all left in the room as still the meeting room here, but the alley part is cut out. You have anything you want to discuss on the heels of that?
Maybe we should just table each world-ending catastrophe and things in order of importance and immediacy, because we got a lot of things going on.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So
Sorry, guys. I felt like she probably did need to know.
well,
She
yeah.
entrusted us with that information. I felt it only fair that we entrust her with everything we found out.
You know, I went in one way, and then I had to backtrack and make it sound like I wasn't lying. But, yeah.
All right. Well, Boots and Grundy, you're on the mental are on the mental link now. And yeah, I assume so at one point you wrap up to head out of the meeting thing, and where do you?
Oh,
do you
and
have
then there's a creature on the island that is possibly being killed over and over, and it's just spawning like a dark place in the forest that nothing grows.
Unless Liazana goes far ahead, like goes ahead of Grundy and the others to exit. If Liazana stays behind it all, Rila's going to give her a hug and thank you for saying something.
It was the right thing to do.
I didn't like lying.
I understand.
And she'll give her a quick peck on the cheek. And
You give a hug and peck in the cheek, and you feel something kind of hit your like fingers, something a little
what?
sharp, like tunk, Liazana, and then you hear clack on the floor at your feet between you, Liazana, Breelith. You both hear it.
Down.
It's paper, like folded over several times. Sort of like one of those 1, 2, 3, 4. It's kind of folded all up like that.
Oh gosh. She'll lean down to get it, I guess.
Okay, yeah, you pick it up. There's something written on the inside, but it's all folded over itself.
What is
She'll
it?
open it up
Okay.
to read it.
So the first thing that you see, possibly to your horror, is the symbol of the Order of Spectres on the top. And on the bottom, we need for your crew member who never see the light.
No.
You'll be contacted. And that's
Oh.
where we'll end tonight's session.
Oh.
Oh, and Grundy, there was a purple worm, and Ashafar jumped in its mouth.
Ashafar's a bad person. She is. She's chaos. That's awesome. Yeah. Oh, and I'll just make a note just for the top of next session that Grundy definitely see Guardian, and she stands out like a sore thumb in here. Like ready to fight something when it's just a meeting. So you'll be able to at the top of next session like chat with her about stuff. Okay. Well, how did that paper get in there? You might think back. I'll add to someone bumping into Breelith earlier in the day. Huh.
The
Interesting.
Yeah.
pissing
Pissing
bandit
bandit.
strikes again.
Those yellow
Oh,
stains on
man.
this thing. Yeah. Well, thank you, players. What a fun night. Yes.
Damn it, Dan.
Sorry.
So
We had some revelations from Allie. Some further, info among the party and in the city tonight. It's a revelation on this whole thing with Ashabar too. What's going on there? Ashabar attending the meeting, of course, there and attending the meeting. And we saw Bowler Hat Detective. Some things tying in now, yeah. But what
we were
amazing
all
thing-
gooped by that one. We all were gagged by that.
nice. You all are so amazing. I love you all so much. I love playing with y'all. Just
You're
a round
amazing,
of applause.
Dan.
Oh,
You are
shucks.
nice.
Oh,
thank you,
thanks,
Dan.
thanks.
Yeah.
Oh.
Thanks,
So much
Dan.
fun.
Round of applause.
Yeah, and for the players, yay! So good, so good. All right, I'll bring up our schedule here all quick, like. As you can see, oh wait, I put the new one in there. Why is it not? Oh, because it's. Oh man, I'm gonna quickly update this. I'm so sorry, viewers. I want this to reflect properly here. There we go, because a couple of our shows have dropped away, but we're getting some new ones lined up to come. So as you can see, we still have a ton of D&D across the week. Usually in that 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. time slot. A lot of different art streams as well. We have a webtoon show. Steph teaches me to draw. And Chrissy shares all her amazing insights and skills in mini painting with Paint by Minis. I gotta highlight that one specifically.
Yes.
Thursday 4 to 7 because it's like one of my favorite shows on the channel. Another favorite show is Trish's Mad Games at Dust. She rocks these amazing games of 6 to 9 on Sundays in the evening. And then drawing Dan because I love learning how to Steph's teaching how to draw. That's a lot of fun. Mad Indie Game Time. We play indie games. And Mad Game with Dan and friends. It's Stardew Valley Co-ops. You can check our Twitter for hilarious Steph bombing our farm from like a year or two ago. Just posted that. It was great.
Proud of here.
So fun. Yeah, so if you had fun hanging out with us tonight, first of all, thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you for the reads tonight as well, and all
Yes,
the
thank
follow-ups.
you.
Yeah,
Oh.
thank you.
And yeah, please consider giving us a follow. You can be alerted to these fun other streams that we have, a bunch of different DMs and stuff across the week. And yeah, but for now, we're going to go ahead and raid our friends over at Blackwater D&D. Please consider giving a Caw Mad Bird raid kind of thing for hype and a little marketing there and support. And we'll catch you all soon. Have a great night, everyone. You've been watching Extremis, our Sky Pirate campaign. Catch us every Saturday at 10 to 1 a.m. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.